Welcome to the Maryland for Crypto Show. It's your boy Sean Prince once again. I'm in the building with my guy Money Meat. You already know. Mr. Make It Happen is in the building. And we got a special guest today, Xrp Chiz. If you don't know, now you know. Don't wait till it happens, man, because we not waiting. And we don't
At all.
So you need to step up and get in this game, man. Go ahead, drop this intro on them real quick, Mr. Make It
With the
Happen.
new, out with the old. I'm telling the future, it's being foretold. We are currency ain't backed by gold. Now watch how this new revolution unfold. Everything hidden in plain sight.
It's your boy Fbe Token holding down with Maryland for crypto. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all want to get your money right. Fuck with it.
All day. Much love.
Aloha to Maryland for crypto. Aloha.
Shout out to the big homie Maryland for crypto out here. 2-0, smoking with legends. That's how we do. Legends out here.
It's about to explode. Ripple the weapon, XRP the ammo, XRP the keys, ripple the piano, ripple the cowboy, XRP the lasso. This financial reset gonna be a fiasco.
You heard it first, man. You heard it first. Pete Chiz on the intro track coming in with them bars and that knowledge, man. Big up show. It's definitely
We got Xrp Chiz on the show, fellas.
Don't wait till it happens, people.
Don't wait till it happens. Hey, Chiz, yo, I know this not your show, man, but you gotta give us the intro real fast. You gotta give us a quick little bullish something real fast. If you don't mind.
And they wonder why I'm so bullish.
In the building. And speaking of bullish, man, the market is supposed to be in a bull market. It's supposed to be in a bull run, but there's nothing bullish happening right now. Granted, the floors are higher. You know what I mean? What we're nowhere near, what everybody was predicting for the market at this time of the year. So, it is what it is, man. You got to roll with the punches. It's a lot of blood in the streets, but when, the big fundamentals is dollar cost average, man. Dollar cost average. A lot of these, mainstream projects, the prices are down right now. And this is your chance to take advantage. This is your chance to come up and, make a little something for yourself, because we all know when the market goes, it's going to go. It's going to take off.
Right. And currently right now, we got Bitcoin sitting at $47,000.
$47,000. That's a steal.
Anything under 50,000 right now. Granted, of course, this is still high to some folks, but right now we know we're still pushing up higher, folks. And right now, under 50,000, hey, grab that if you can. If you're a Bitcoin person, jump in it. You feel me? Also, too, we got Ethereum right now under 4,000. All right.
Still
is another
great project.
People just trying to get in. Great project. We know Ethereum could be a $10,000 coin. So once again, hey, under 4,000, jump into it. And we got our end all be all XRP sitting at 81 cents. Once again, folks, this coin was just at $1.33 like 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, not even. All right, and now it's down at 81 cents. All right, so once again, these numbers, these it's buy. If you don't have the money to buy, sit on the sideline, hodl strong, and you know what's going to happen. We're going to the moon soon. All right, that's it.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Man, I just got paid. I just got paid today, and I just set my whole check on XRP.
You should.
What you doing?
I just got paid today. My whole check just went to XRP. Why?
As you should. Now let me
go ahead. Ask me what you got.
I was gonna say, let me ask you this, Money Meech. Of course, we grab XRP at any time, any given place. That's how we do it. But did you get the XRP because you're trying to take advantage of the solo airdrop, or you just grab XRP just because you just grabbing XRPs to every day? You know what I mean?
Nah. So I grabbed XRP just now because honestly, because once again it's at 81 cents, and
great price.
And it's been floating between, it just went back down it went down to like what, 78, something like that.
It's teetering around that range, correct.
I guess for me, you said something earlier. You said like ain't nothing bullish going on, but to me that's bullish. For me personally, sitting at 81 cents from the state of the market and where it's been in the last like year or so, we still know that XRP hasn't reached its all-time high since 2017, right?
Absolutely.
So I still see those gains being made in our very near future. So therefore, with XRP dropping down to 81 cents, 78 cents after it's been sitting at $1 for so long, I'm a trust in my asset. I'm a trust in what I've been investing in that way. And so in that sense, I don't feel like I'm gonna take that much of a loss with me cashing my check out. Honestly, this ain't even a hodl for me right now. This is just my check. And this is my I'm using this check to pay for my Christmas. Right. And I'm gonna let the market do what it do. It's gonna go up and down, it's gonna do whatever it do. But I'm spending this check to pay for Christmas. If it go to 83 cents, I just made a few more dollars. If it go to 78 cents, it's cool. I ain't tripping. I'm still spending this check. So this is not even one of my hodls right now. This is just literally a check.
Dollar cost average and grabbing a nice little bag.
Pretty much.
As you should, man. I mean, there's so much things happening on the XRP ledger right now. These airdrops are insane. I mean, they've literally been dropping gems on the people for like the past couple months. Vagabond, we got Solo. We just recently got a little bit of XR Trump, XR Dodge. So many things happening on the ledger right now, one of which is definitely bullish signs right now. There's a company called Xange, Xange, and it's a sustainably run securities exchange, which is partnered with the United Nations. And it's announced today that it will develop a carbon credit solution to the carbon neutral XRP ledger. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that is a bullish sign. I mean, if there already isn't enough bullish signs, there's so many things happening on the XRP ledger. And for this company to be creating a carbon solution on the XRP ledger, they said they will develop a carbon credit solution on the ledger for the issuance of tokenized carbon credits in accordance with standards set by the leading industry working groups like the Inner Work Alliance. Xange chose to build on the XRP ledger, given its performance, scalability, and inherently green attributes. I mean, you got to love it, man. You got to love it. And this is, I mean, on-demand liquidity. Man. So many airdrops happening. I mean, you know, we literally...
background. Also, I mean, good. I mean, also, too, like I said, in the background, XRP with Finastra, and Finastra has so many partnerships in the background.
Absolutely.
And not only in the United States, but in the world, and with them building in Singapore and Europe and everything else right now, and over in what's the Qatar and like what's in Kuwait and
the United Emirates and
that man, it's crazy. Like what's ready to happen in 2022. And this flywheel effect that XRP that Ripple put in play a long time ago, they're almost done with this flywheel. And when it actually comes around and everything and they flip that switch, oh my God, we're gonna see gains that we can't even fathom right now. We're gonna see XRP going to the moon, and that's just crazy. Because what if they flip that switch a little bit and we get to about $5-6 before this SEC lawsuit even ends? So even then just imagine all the money that's going to flow from the institutions and the banks and retail investors and people and when they relist it on all the American exchanges, come on.
All the different, it don't even got to be America, all over the world, all the exchanges. Once it's relisted, man, sky's the limit. What's your take on the lawsuit, Chiz? I want to hear from the man himself, man. You got a lot of insight and a lot of things, you know, you definitely preaching knowledge to the people, man. So I definitely want to hear your firsthand take on this SEC lawsuit, you know, where it came from, where it's at, and where you think it's going.
Well, as we can see, obviously, Ripple is on a mission, right?
Absolutely.
And XRP is obviously a very important part of that mission. So, as I like to say, if you're doing anything good, it's always going to be somebody out there that's trying to stop you.
Absolutely.
If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, right?
You ain't popping.
Tell them again, Money Meech.
No haters, you ain't popping.
So obviously, as we can see, XRP is powerful and powerful enough that there's a force out there that's trying to stop it from succeeding. And Ripple has major partnerships with major banks all around the world, not just in the United States. But this SEC lawsuit, in my opinion, is a great thing for XRP because it will give it that regulatory clarity that Ripple has been asking for years and years and years that they have not gotten to this point. So it will stop all speculation as to whether XRP is a security or not, because at the end of the day, there will be clarity. Ripple has came out and said they will not stop until they get regulatory clarity. They will not settle with the SEC under any terms unless there is regulatory clarity for XRP. So at the end of the day, given all of this information, we know that at the end of this SEC lawsuit, if anything doesn't happen, we know that XRP will have regulatory clarity. We can speculate on price. We can speculate on where XRP will be at in the future. One thing for sure, we know that XRP will have regulatory clarity.
Absolutely.
And we will know exactly what XRP can be used for in the future, given this regulatory clarity in the United States. And it's only the United States we waiting on for this regulatory clarity. XRP has regulatory clarity in so many different jurisdictions around the world, and it's just the United States that we are waiting for to give XRP that regulatory clarity. And as we can see, XRP is powerful enough to the point where people are trying to bring it down, and they are being successful right now, but that just goes to show how much power there is in XRP and how big this digital asset truly is going to be in the future in this new global financial system. So
absolutely. I mean, a lot of people, huge player. I mean, the on-demand liquidity, everything, all the partnerships that Ripple has, made throughout the past couple years, and I kind of sum it up to, at the end of the day, institutions are going to be buying into XRP. They have already. I actually saw a tweet recently. Now, I don't know how legit it is, but it was saying that I believe it was Val Hill Capital is proposing that each retail investor that has XRP will be getting $37,000 per XRP token for having these assets. Like they're literally trying to buy out the resale investors. And I mean,
that was Jimmy Valley though, but like I said, that was something he wrote up. That's what their projections, their projections of what XRP could be. I mean, down the road, if they did a buyback program some type of way or some type of thing. But like I said, Val Hill Capital, like I said, they wrote that letter up and had them saying like, hey, this is what we think XRP should do, and this is what we think that Congress should do. And like I said, at the end of the day, we can get together and write our and our suggestions, what we think should happen for Congress too as well. Right. So I mean, we just take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, like to them, they just gonna look at that like, thanks for the recommendation, but you know what I mean, just like anybody else. So like I said, we just take that with a grain of salt, and you know what I mean, just keep our mind open to other things that's being, you know what I mean,
that's happening in the space right now. Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to keep your mind open, and you got to be able to,
that would be something crazy though.
Exactly. Just the fact that it's even a thought out there, I mean, that's all it takes, man, is one person to accept it and another to accept it. And next thing you know,
that market cap would have to be for XRP to be 35,000 or 37,000 coins.
That's crazy.
Like,
it's crazy. They were saying, and also they were saying that
the whole market by itself, like
for hodlers of it, they were saying that if you were to relinquish your XRP, you would be debt free. You would you wouldn't have to pay taxes on it. Like there was a lot of stipulations that they were given, as incentives to get people to sell it. So I mean, if you're in the right space, guys, you're in the right space. We've been preaching about XRP since the beginning of the Maryland for Crypto show. It's the price right now it's a steal, it's a gold mine. So definitely, if you haven't FOMO'd into any project, this is the project that you want to FOMO into.
Right. Now, let the market down. Let's get into Chiz now. We didn't got a little, I mean, I want to hear some Chiz stories right now, man. So Chiz, I mean, we coming to you now. First of all, how long have you been in the market? Give us the Chiz, how Chiz got in the market, how XRP Chiz became XRP Chiz. Like, how did you get the name? Did somebody gift you the name? Was that handed down to you? Was it blessed to you? Like, give us the story of Chiz.
Okay, so I got into the space around December 22nd, December 23rd, 2017. Okay. And if I can remember correctly, the price of Bitcoin was around it was fluctuating around like $11,000 to $13,000. And XRP was around like $1. And so, and I was going into work one day when I was working a job, and my boss.
What job was you working before this all happen? Like, was you a regular person? Because right now,
I mean, I'm still a regular person, but I was definitely working a regular, retail food service job. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Trying to be you know what I'm saying? Just trying to make an income.
We just trying to get, the history of Chiz.
Hey, man.
You're a regular person at the restaurant.
Person, starting from the bottom, trying to make their way up. But I always had that entrepreneurial mindset, and I was always side hustling, doing different things on the side as well as working. But my manager has stopped me before I even clocked in. Like, hey man, like this whole shift, I'm just going to talk to you about something because I know you a hard worker. I'm the type of person that come in, and at that time, I was, covering people's shifts. I was asking people like, hey, you want to clock out? Like, I'll work your shift. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to take off tomorrow? Like, I'll work your shift because I really wanted the money to take that money and do something with it, So he saw that and he was like, hey, man, I know you're a hard worker. And I wanted to tell you about something that could probably change your life. And I'm talking to you about crypto. So I was like, all right, I'm all ears. And he telling me just clock in and we're going to talk the whole shift. So me, I'm like, all right, that sounds good to me. You know what I'm saying? I could just talk to you the whole shit. Don't really got to work. So he broke it down to me, started telling me about Bitcoin. I'm like, oh, yeah, I think I heard about Bitcoin, but I didn't really understand it at the time. So he broke it down to me. It clicked instantly. Then he sat down and told me about XRP. He was like, yeah, Bitcoin's cool, but it's, the price is kind of up there for one of them. You kind of missed the boat on that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Here's
XRP. 2017.
This is the end of 2017, right? Mind you, at this time, I know nothing about crypto. I know nothing about digital assets. I'm just living my life. You know what I'm saying? Just like how most people are living their lives right now. Know absolutely nothing.
Just oblivious to everything that's going on around.
Exactly. So I was one of those people, right? We all started from that point.
Yeah, we did.
And so he told me, he was like, hey man, like XRP is at this price point. But the one thing about it is there's this company called Ripple. Now at the time, XRP wasn't called XRP. Well, it was, but all the exchanges and all the
listed it as Ripple.
Right, everybody listed it as Ripple because there wasn't the differentiation at that time. So it was like, yeah, man, you got to get into this because they have major banks that's backing it. They have major partnerships with these banks, and it really could be big down the line if these banks start using it because they're trying to make these settlement times so much faster. And when he told me that, it clicked even harder than when he told me about Bitcoin, because since I got out of high school, I was very aware of what was going on with central banks and the corresponding banking system and how it takes so long for payments to process and go through and actually settle on the back end. So when he told me that, I'm like, man, this is a no-brainer. I have to get in this.
Right.
And so just like most people, granted, I got in, at kind of the worst time I could have got in. I FOMO'd in right at that euphoric phase at the top of the bull run, right? When the price is like literally
early in the game, huh?
Right. I don't know if you guys ever experienced, getting into a coin when it's first listed on an exchange or something like that. The price just
shoots up
parabolic, right? Yeah. And comes right back down. So that's exactly what happened to me. Granted, I didn't FOMO that much when I got in.
Yeah,
but I got in around $2.40, something like that. Because when he first told me about it, it was at $1, right?
Yeah.
First told me about it was at $1. All that stuff. Yeah. I ain't really paid too much attention to it. I went home and did my research, and I was like, yeah, this is cool or whatever. But you don't take nothing seriously until you really deep into it.
So
you know what I'm saying? Yep. And it took me about a week or 2 weeks, right? To really understand what this whole crypto thing was about. So by that time, XRP's price had already doubled. Damn. And I'm like, I'm looking at this like I could have flipped any amount of money, $1, I could have turned it into $2. You know what I'm saying? $100 could have turned into $2,000. So any amount of money I put in, that could have flipped. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm working a job. Ain't no way I'm gonna make this type of money working this job. So I'm like,
that's when that light bulb went off.
That's when that light bulb went off, and I knew at that point I would never work for anybody else ever again in my life. And I did
Smart man.
everything in my power to learn about crypto. And that's the spark. That was that spark right there that brought me to where I am today. And like I said, granted, you know, the price of XRP doubled. And when I got in, it went up to $3. I'm like, hold on, this thing ain't stopping, right? And this is something that's new. I never heard of it before. I'm pretty sure at the time, like, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking like nobody else really heard about this except for the diehard OGs that's been in the game since 2009, 2013.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Which was
in that first, second wave, man.
Exactly. And it wasn't that many people in it now. And it's still, and when you think about crypto right now, as much mainstream attention as it's getting, it's still a lot of people that are not in it. There's a difference between people knowing about it and actually being in it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that know about crypto nowadays, but majority of those people are either afraid to invest in it or they just don't want to get in it at all. So at that time, I was like, man, okay, I need to invest. And I said, I'm gonna do everything in my power to invest as much as I can. And I have so many stories, like Money Meats just said, man, like I just finished working, right? And I would be like, at that time, I was like, all right, I need to get another job, right? Because I need another source of income to invest. You know what I'm saying? I was like, one of these jobs is gonna go to savings. And the other job, I'm throwing the whole thing in crypto. And that's exactly what I did for months and years until it got to the point where I was making money in crypto where I could quit my job. And I was like, you know what? I don't even need to work no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the money I'm making in crypto is enough.
It's holding me down.
For me, it's slowing me down to go to work. I could be sitting at home doing research and understanding how to make passive income, understanding how to trade, understanding how to make this money in crypto that has never been possible before for people to do this. This a whole nother venue. It's a whole nother opportunity. So that's exactly what I did. And with that entrepreneurial mindset, I said, you know what? All this time I'm spending working these two jobs, I gotta take a sacrifice, take a step back, and just do some research and understand how to immerse myself in this crypto space. And I was so adamant on XRP, right? I was investing in a whole lot of other digital assets as well, but I just understood the power of XRP and how beneficial XRP would be to the new global financial system that we were walking into. Because like I said, from the time that I got out of high school, I understood how much power these banks had over this world we're living in currently right now. Everything we do is determined by them. I know a lot of people like to believe that the government controls everything, but that's not true. These central banks control these governments, and they don't answer to the government. The government answers to these central banks. And I understood how powerful digital assets could be to the banking system and how it could just change everything that we're dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying? The back end settlements having to take 3 to 5 days. With digital assets like XRP, you cut all of that out. That's trillions of dollars, right? Like Brad Garlinghouse say, and like Ripple say, of trapped capital in these Nostra Vostra accounts that can be unlocked. And the value, that's why they call it unlocking value, the internet of value. All of that money that's unlocked, you can use it for certain things. You can use it to better, you know what I'm saying, underprivileged individuals who are in these nations, in these jurisdictions, right, that are unbanked or underbanked and don't have the ability that we have here in this day and age, in this space that we're living in right now, and the ability that we have living in the United States. So all of that was just clicking in my head, and I was like, man, I got to get involved. And I got to tell people about all this. But the people I was telling I was closest to me were very closed-minded, and they didn't have the mental capacity to understand all of the stuff that we're talking about.
That is the story of our lives, man. Like we have so many like peers and associates that, we deal with on a regular basis, and we're trying to wake everybody up, because at the end of the day, crypto, like you said, it will be the new global financial system. All of the world's money will eventually flow through cryptocurrency. So
world systems, not even just the money. all of the systems.
Wait till we get to derivatives. Wait till derivatives take over the space, folks. Like real estate, like with property, that comes trillions of dollars. Derivatives is a quadrillion-dollar market right now. Like, you know what I mean? Then you got the Forex market that XRP is going to be, and then like the solo token is supposed to have access to that market as well. Man, this is going to be a crazy market, and the trillions of dollars that's going to flow in once again from institutions, regular retailers. Like I said, this market right now is once again $2.5 trillion. That's the size of Apple. So that's one major corporation right now is the whole crypto market. So wait till all these, once again, Walmart and Target and all that, Adidas, Nike, everybody flows in.
Tesla,
your Tesla, your regular mom's bodegas and all the Bed and Beyonds and all them, they come in, man. This market will 100 times itself by 2030 easily.
Right. Hey, so look, so I got a question real quick for Chiz. So
okay,
and you kind of touched on it a little bit, but I just want you to explain for our viewers one time. 2017, right? December is when you got in. I want you to explain that emotional roller coaster that you was on when you first started investing and when you first took your first couple of L's and all that, because I know we all took them. So explain that emotional roller coaster that you was on when you first came in and you was in the middle of the bull run back in 2017, 2018. I want you to explain that emotional roller coaster.
It's tough. It's honestly, if I had to explain it in one word, it's very tough, and it'll break you down, right? If you're not strong enough.
Crypto's not for the weak, man.
Not at all. And because you will feel nothing but pure excitement. Only in crypto can you feel excitement about a digital asset that you ain't even invested in yet. You know what I'm saying? You see a digital asset, take it all. You're like, man, I'm so excited. And that's exactly how I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And once you get in, you're like, man, you riding the wave. You know what I'm saying? It's taking you up with it. And you're like, man, this is great. But once it bring you down, you have to have the strength to understand. And first of all, you got to do your due diligence. You got to do your research. You got to understand what you're getting in before you get in it, right? Because if you don't, you're going to feel like this is the end of the world and it's time to get out and it's time for me to pack my bags and go and find something else to do. And a lot of people, granted, I wasn't one of those people, but a lot of people get into this and they feel that emotion, they get that rise, they get that rush, and then they get wrecked. And they jump ship, and that's when they take that loss, right? I have any amount of XRP that I wasn't trading, any amount of XRP that I've invested in, I have held on to this day. So, in a sense,
you bought at $2.
$2, right? So I'm still holding $2 bags, right? From back in the day. Right. And if I was weak hearted, or if I didn't understand what I was invested in, if I was like most other people, I would be in a loss right now. And because I would have cashed out. Right. And that's the difference. And this is why I tell people so much, like, you're going to want to hold on to these digital assets. You're not going to want to convert it to fiat currency.
Not at
all.
But
that's where the rush comes in. The emotional rush comes in, and people want to jump back into what they know. People want to jump back into dollars. People want to jump back. People want to jump back into what they know, and so they immediately sell and they cash out. But the thing about what's getting ready to happen soon is people will be able to spend their digital currency, their XRP, their Bitcoin, whatever it is, in stores, online, wherever. People will accept this as the currency.
I mean, literally, there's Bitcoin ATMs at all your local gas stations and rural farms, and Wawa's. Like,
hey, Money Meets and Big Sean. I tried to tell Chiz earlier, like he ain't know, like, and we've been on it since he mentioned uphold cards. We got our uphold cards.
We all got uphold cards.
Yeah, we got Coinbase cards.
We on deck.
Drop that thing.
I got you.
Drop that thing one time.
Yeah, look. Hey, tell Chiz, we've been on it. Like we got our Coinbase Visa cards. We got our uphold cards. Man, we ready to get the Ledger card that's ready to come out.
We're not going back to fiat. We're gonna leave it on the market. It's gonna stay on the market.
We've been listening, Chiz. We ain't going back to fiat. We're going right into our coin. We're going right to stable coins. We're going then when we need to use it, send it back, swipe if we need it. You know what I mean?
Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to convert it back into fiat. So that's when they can slap you with some type of tax.
Yeah,
right.
And capital gains taxes. Absolutely.
Exactly. They say, hey, you made this amount of money. We want in on that.
Right.
You got to keep it to yourself. You got to own that.
Right.
You got to keep that to yourself, because at the end of the day, they're going to try to grab all of that.
Not your keys, not your crypto.
Not your keys, not your crypto, man. Hold on to your crypto. I'm telling you, people get too excited. And that goes back to the emotional roller coaster. People get too excited, right? They're making $100,000, $1 million, or even $1,000, $10,000, whatever it might be. They're like, man, I really want this right now, right? So what's the first thing they do? They cash out. And they end up being a statistic. Like so many other people, the early OGs, right? I know y'all seen those tweets with the early people in Bitcoin. They're like, man, I sold my Bitcoin at like 30 cents. And now it's $8. You know what I'm saying? And now looking on it now, Bitcoin is at what? You know what I'm saying? $40,000, $50,000. So you don't want to be a statistic, right? But you also and that's why they say invest what you're willing to lose. Don't invest your whole entire life savings into these digital assets thinking that it's going to take off tomorrow, because 9 times out of 10 it's not. And if it does, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to build generational wealth if you cash out tomorrow? You see what I'm saying? So it all comes with you understanding what you're getting into, because a lot of people are diving into these digital assets that don't have no true use case.
Utilities,
they don't have no true utility, these meme coins, and that's all fine and dandy to make a profit if you into that, right? But a lot of people got to look at the long-term usability and utility of these digital assets, because those are the digital assets that are going to stand the test of time. And one of the main reasons why I am so bullish on XRP is because XRP is one of the OGs of the crypto game, and it's still around pushing and holding strong, and it's still one of the major digital assets in the space. So that tells you right there, XRP not only has a track record, but it has proven itself in the digital asset space. And on top of that, right, when we talk about this SEC lawsuit, XRP will be, listen to me clearly.
Talk to him, Chiz.
Listen to me clearly. If Ripple wins this case, right, and I have to say if, because we don't know the future, and I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that I know the future. We don't know. But if Ripple does win this case and XRP gets regulatory clarity in the United States, XRP will be the only, listen to me, only digital asset with regulatory clarity in the United States out of all other digital assets. And that is something that you do not want to miss out on. When I say don't wait till it happens, that's what I mean, right? A lot of people like to speculate on me saying, don't wait till it happens, the price go up. I mean that as well. But you don't want to wait till it happens. The point where XRP gets that regulatory clarity. And like Mr. Make It Happen say, that flywheel effect, that number 6 on the flywheel connects, and they start boosting with digital assets. You know what digital asset they're gonna boost with. It's gonna be XRP. There you go. Look at it. Boosting with digital assets. Once we hit number 6, and the only thing stopping us from hitting number 6 right now is this SEC lawsuit. So you have to look at this as the number 1 final boss battle, right? We fighting Bowser right now. Okay. This is the boss battle. You feel me? We fighting the boss right now. And this is a governmental agency, right? This is history in the making. And Ripple keeps telling us, right, that this is the new Ripple test, right? This is the new Ripple. Get rid of the Howey test. We can't keep using this Howey test to determine
what's outdated, man. What's outdated and it's obsolete for this new market.
Exactly. This is the new Ripple test, and this is going to set the stand. This is why they call XRP the standard. This is going to set the standard going forward for digital assets. It's not about being a XRP maxi. It's not about being, a digital asset maxi. It's about understanding what's truly going on in the back end of this world. And we're seeing the merging of the old with the new, right? The old way is on the way out and the new way is on the way in, and they have to connect it, right? They have to connect it first in order for everything to come together. And that's what we're seeing taking place right now. And a lot of people, right? We talk about this buyback and stuff. I don't feed into any of that, but in reality, this SEC case is getting people very desperate, and people are feeling like they are at their ends with this digital asset XRP because they are seeing everything take off. But we have to realize that XRP was going parabolic before this SEC
This
case
lost
was
his
slammed
man,
on.
Yeah, like
Killed the project,
remember
dude.
we was watching. I told you we was watching your live stream
On my live stream.
Yeah, we saw the
XRP.
first live stream. We saw it go from 33 cents. It went to 49 cents. Boom. We watched it go from on your channel from 50 cents. Remember, it went from 60. It skipped through the 70s. Remember, it just skipped through 70.
Literally
And then it skipped the whole 70-cent joint and went straight to
Right.
82. And then it hit 92. And then it came back down to 74 or whatever. And we was like, oh shit.
So
Right.
we all seen it firsthand, the possibility and the
Look,
power that XRP
we was all
has.
like this.
Yes.
We were listening to Chiz videos as it's going over there.
We've all seen what XRP can do. So and that was with no regulatory clarity,
Right.
No banks actively saying they are using XRP
At all.
right? And no real usage and adoption for XRP on the mainstream level. Now, take all of that, right? The price increase, the parabolic movement, and you add on regulatory clarity in the United States, right? Like Sean Prince say, the adding of XRP back to these exchanges around the world, because we see other countries and other exchanges in other countries following suit with what Coinbase is doing and trying to delist and stuff like that. Add the exchanges back, add the banks on top of that, and then get the mainstream narrative that's going to go, this going to go live on every news station around the world. Come on now. It's bigger than us just talking about it. It's going to be on every single news station around the world, not just in the United States. This is going to be history in the making. The first fintech company has beat a governmental agency in a crypto court battle. Period.
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 Now, Chiz, real fast. I want you to just look at this G20 list real fast. I want you to point out all the countries right now that are using XRP. I talked about using it as cross-border payments for them.
Japan for sure. We got SBI working with Ripple. SBI has been a major advocate for XRP. Has been one of the companies that has come out and stated that XRP is not a security, and there is actual regulatory clarity in Japan.
Yep, sure
right
is.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure is.
We already know they're talking
being
to Brazil.
used throughout Mexico, right?
Right.
And we seen that use case with MoneyGram when MoneyGram was using XRP through Mexico with ODL.
We know what's the name with the Brazil.
Brazil for sure. Ripple been sitting down with Brazil's central bank. Of all central banks, Brazil, talking with Brazil about things that they could be doing with XRP. So I mean, it's a lot of different countries and jurisdictions that have already gotten on board, right, with XRP, with Ripple. And it just goes to show that we're just waiting for the United States to get on board. And if you haven't seen already, all the stars are aligning, and everything is showing us that this is all a show. The United States is going to get on board. And if we go back to this this congressional hearing that took place recently with the CEOs from a lot of these crypto companies, they know exactly what's going down, and they know that the United States has to fall in line, or else they will miss out on innovation. And a lot of these congressmen are saying, we don't want this to go overseas. We understand the possibility that this could go overseas if we don't act right and we, get ourselves together. So they know exactly what's getting ready to go down, and they know the benefits of it. They might not understand crypto to the fullest extent, which is completely fine. But they know that there's money to be made, right? And that's all we really need to know. You know what I'm saying? All we need to know is there's money to be made, and it's going to be leaving our pockets, if we don't act on it.
Yep. And they not having that.
They not having that. You know they not having that. You know they not having that. Giving up the power, giving up power. They're not for that.
Nah.
They
We need that.
Exactly.
So, all of that.
So how do you feel about CBDCs with these every country coming in? Because we already know we got the digital yuan, the digital ruble, the digital euro. You gonna have the digital yen. So how do you feel with these CBDCs and how XRP is going to play that big role to interrupt everything moving forward through cross borders? Do you feel like CBDs will play a big role in the future with these, or you think XRP and all these separate cryptos will still have their play in the world, and how they're going to, or you think they're all going to be condensed and then CBDs are going to kind of take over?
Well, let me tell you this. So as of right now, everybody, the world runs off of fiat currencies, right? The entire world is not run off of cryptocurrencies, and people do not transact with cryptocurrency nearly as much as people transact with fiat currency. So all CBDCs are essentially a digital version of fiat currency. So yes, they will have a major role to play in this new global financial system because everything's going digital anyway. They're getting rid of cash, right? As you can tell, more and more people, the statistics have already come out from these central banks. They've given you all the information you need to know that the cash is on its way out, and people are using cards and digital forms of payment way more than they are using cash. And all this coronavirus did was exacerbate that statistic and make it more clear that we are moving toward a digital age. So CBDCs are just a reaction of this digital age, right? And it's just a way for these central banks to maintain their power over the entire world. If they literally stuck with the system that we have right now, they know that cryptocurrency will take over and people will start transacting in Bitcoin and XRP and Ethereum way more than they would in fiat currency. So that's just the way of the central banks catching up and being a part of the times. But that we already knew that was going to happen anyway, because they've been working on this way before crypto was even introduced to the world. They've been working on these CBDCs since the 1980s, 90s,
90s.
They've been talking about cryptography and all of that stuff for years now. So this is
crypto
nothing
punks,
new.
all them,
This is nothing new. They've been working on this behind closed doors. They don't want to come out and talk about this stuff because they want to keep, all of their power to themselves. So CBDC is going to play a big role. But how I feel about XRP and how XRP is going to interoperate all these CBDCs, just like how XRP would interoperate all the fiat currency today in the current system that we currently have. All it's going to do is just speed up the process with CBDCs. You're not going to have to worry about the transactions taking much as long as they do right now, because everything will already be in a digital sphere. You won't have to worry about somebody actually taking that fiat currency, going into a Western Union or MoneyGram somewhere, converting it and putting it into the system, turning it into something digital, and then moving it across borders. Everything will already be digital from the point of sale, from the point that they make that transaction and send that money. So CBDs are going to have a major role to play in this new global financial system. XRP will be that bridge, like we've heard Ripple say so many times, time and time again. XRP is a perfect bridge asset for these CBDCs in order for them to go back and forth cross borders. And we know these central banks have been talking about how correspondent banking is declining. We're seeing more and more banks start to move away from the correspondent banking system. They're talking about how they need to solve this major cross-border payments problem. And we know Ripple has been focusing on the cross-border payment problem and solving it with on-demand liquidity with XRP. They've been talking about that for time and time again. So we all know that XRP is going to be that bridge asset that is going to be used by these central banks once they get that clear green light to go and move throughout the world. And the United States is a big part of that. And that is why we haven't seen these banks come on and say, okay, we're going to go ahead and boost with digital assets, because they know
because the dollar runs the world at this point.
Exactly. That's what people are missing, right? We got this regulatory clarity from all these different jurisdictions, but we got to understand how much power the US dollar has over the entire world. And without that regulatory clarity in the US, it's basically like, yeah, we could flow through all these other different nations, but at the end of the day, it still comes back down to the US. So once that regulatory clarity is in place with XRP in the US, it's over. You know what I'm saying? All that build up, all that hype, all that work is going to come to an end, and it's going to be there, and it's going to be ready to run, and it's going to be ready to flow like we have never seen it before. So CBDCs are given. They're going to be here no matter what. So just look out for them and prepare yourself. Familiarize yourself with the technology, because China's already moving ahead with it. We got other countries like Sweden moving ahead with it, and we got the Bahamas launching theirs, and a whole lot of other countries doing their research and stuff
dollar
like
and all them.
Mm-hmm.
So now, real fast. So now, got that. Now, off topic. Well, not even off topic. Still in the crypto. What do you feel about the metaverse? How do you feel? First of all, your take on the metaverse, and then how do you feel how XRP is going to have a hand in the metaverse, or if you even think they're going to have a hand in the metaverse right now?
So I'll start with the metaverse first. The metaverse is definitely a part of this new age. Like I said, we're moving into this digital realm where everything is digital. So the metaverse is going to be something that's a given, just like the CBDCs are a given. People are going to find themselves immersed in all of this new technology, allowing people to basically be in another reality, in another realm, and being able to monetize all of these digital products, these digital assets in a new way that has never been tapped into before. So the metaverse is going to be very powerful. We're already seeing major brands, fashion brands, and major companies get involved in the metaverse. We see Facebook changing their name to Meta. They all want to be a part of this new trend, and it's really just a money grab when you think about it. It's just people trying to get their hands on this new technology and find a way to make money off of it, just like cryptocurrency.
Now,
you know
as Chiz, is Chiz gonna have some land in the metaverse, and we gonna come in and be able to chill with Chiz in the metaverse?
I actually own some sand, and I'm getting involved in a lot of other projects like Blocktopia.
So you say you own some land, and what metaverse?
No, he said sand, the token sand.
Sand token,
you own sand, but you haven't bought actual like plots of land. Because I know once again you've been in this space long. So if you did get into like the central land, you probably bought land for like $20. Now that same land is going for $20K. So you know.
I didn't get any land, but I do have some mana. I do have some sand. I do have the tokens of these metaverse projects. Don't have any land. But I have been following
he in the protocol.
Right. Yeah. I've been following these projects, and I understand that the token and if the token isn't valuable, the land isn't going to be valuable. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So definitely been immersed in.
So out of these that's on the screen right here, these like your top 6 right here. Which one? So you got the sand, you got mana. Are you into Axis Affinity or
Axie Infinity? I did not get involved in, but I am very interested in play to earn games, and that's something I'm really interested in right now. And I'm interested in play to earn games that are free to play, because here's my take on this, and I'm gonna be very brief on this one. Mm-hmm. A lot of these play to earn games they're not very inclusive unless you get in early, right? Mm-hmm. If you missed out on a lot of these play to earn games, you're going to need to purchase some type of NFT. And at this point, a lot of these NFTs are pricing people out, right? So I'm interested in the next play to earn game that is free to play. And a lot of these games claim to be free to play to earn, but the free to play to earn aspect of it doesn't allow you to earn actually. You're left just playing a free game like you would play Fortnite or Call of Duty or something like that. It's a free game. It's free to play, but you aren't really earning from it unless you have some sort of NFTs. So I'm focusing on free to play to earn games that allow you to earn these NFTs by playing the game. And it's literally rewarding the players by playing it. Because a lot of these play to earn games, they hit you with that free to play to earn, but it's truly behind a paywall. You have to start off by purchasing an NFT before you can actually start earning some type of money. So I've been focusing a lot on Gala Games. Gala Games has been doing some major things in this space. They just had their Into the Galaverse event, and they had Snoop Dogg come on and a whole bunch of other people. So they've been doing some great things. They got a couple of interesting games as well that they're working on in the NFT.
Yeah, you hear about that? You hear about that one guy or somebody purchased land next to Snoop Dogg and paid like
400K purchase land next to his house.
Some virtual land next to Snoop Dogg. So that's how you know things is ready to get real, folks. When people are out here purchasing virtual land, he didn't go buy a house that's down the street. That ain't like, yo, I'm gonna put a pool in my house right here and something physical. He's buying virtual land for $420,000.
I think at a certain point,
you know, he wants to live next to Snoop Dogg in the virtual world. I can't live next to him in the real world, but I'm gonna live next to him in the virtual world.
This has been going on for years. Crazy. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Second Life.
Second Life. No, I've never heard
Second Life is like a metaverse style game that's been around for years, but people were doing exactly the same thing. They were creating jobs. It was a whole economy. It was a whole different world where you can go in, you can start a business, you can create some land, you can sell that land, you can hire employees, you can create clubs. All the stuff we're seeing right now with Decentraland, Mana, Blocktopia, all of these metaverse.
So what ended up happening with that?
I haven't really followed up with them, but back when I did hear about it, you know, people were becoming millionaires, and it was pre-crypto era. You know what I'm saying? So all of this technology has been around for years. It's just at this point right now, people are starting to understand it more, and we're getting more developers and we're getting more people on board to actually implement this technology and use it on a massive scale. That's where we're seeing all of this adoption come from. It's not like the technology just came out yesterday. It's been around for years. You see what I'm saying? Right. But people are finally understanding how to use it and benefit from it on a massive scale where they can monetize it and make money from it. And that's where we're seeing all these projects like that seem like they're just jumping out of the blue, but they've really been working behind the scenes for years to implement all of this stuff.
Absolutely, man. I really feel like, you know, there's going to be a certain point in time where your digital assets are going to supersede your physical assets.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely, man.
That's why I'm an advocate of holding and understanding how to hold on to these digital assets for the long run and preparing yourself financially so that you don't have to feel like every day that goes by, you got to check the price and say, oh man, today's not a good day. You know, I just need to get rid of this stuff today. And then it goes up the next day. You know, the worst thing for someone to happen investing in a digital asset, because it's happened to me and I've seen it time and time again. You get out of a specific digital asset thinking that it's never going to take off. And the next day, it takes off. And you're like, man, I should
ready to throw up.
Bruh, you know, look, man, I done bought coins. I bought some random ass coin, and it was sitting at like, I bought it at 5 cents, and as soon as
I remember, it was Raven coin.
It was Raven.
It was just a random coin. Like, you know, I was watching it. I looked at the chart of it. 5 cents. That joint dropped on me, right? And then as soon as it got back to 5 cents, I was like, it got to 5 cents and stopped again. I was like, man, let me go ahead. I done made my money back. Let me go ahead and get out of this. As soon as I pulled out, that thing went to like 23 cents. I was like,
that's how it be.
Right. I bought into Engine at 40 cents, sold it at about 85, and we all see where Engine is at now. So yeah,
don't sleep on Engine for sure.
Yeah, Engine is that's gonna be a major player in the space.
When I really was in it, Engine was only when Engine came on Binance US, it would hit the mark at like 6 cents. And everybody was like, yo, jump in the Engine. And so I saw Engine, like I said, when it hit the market, it went from 6 cents to like 18 cents. I was like, man, look, it's everybody FOMOing in. I ain't gonna be that dummy. But guess what? I never went back to it when it came back down. And I was like, because I kept telling I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna come back down and jump in it. And once again, I kept listening to Xrp Chiz, and I was like, fuck it, let me go on XRP. Fuck that, you know what I mean? Fuck these other coins. And now look at me like,
yeah, man.
You know one coin that I wish I would have got into, like I said, still to this day, is Theta, man. That's the coin I saw go parabolic.
Don't sleep on Theta.
Theta came in, and I saw Theta at 7 cents, and Theta Fuel was at like 0.0000 something. And I just couldn't get to it though. You had to go at the time when it hit. You had to go on like Pancake Swap or Uniswap or something crazy. And I was just like, man, this seems like it's doing too hard. And I look back, and like 6 months later, that joint was from 7 cents. It was like $13, and I almost threw up. Like literally, I like almost threw up in myself. I'm like, and just saying that.
Let me tell you something about Theta. If you're not already on the platform, get on the platform.
Right.
This what you have right here, take it to Theta. Because Theta is literally changing the game when it comes to streaming, changing the game when it comes to these broadcasting platforms, and the fact that they have the Theta Fuel tool that's allowing the viewers to get paid. It's a game changer. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you don't want to miss. A lot of people are upset because Theta took off to like $14 and hasn't been back since. That's how the crypto game works. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to take off and they're going to retrace. They're going to come back down. But at some point, Theta is going to take back off, and there's going to be many people, right, who looking at the price of Theta right now.
Yeah, like $5, right? What's it like?
Right?
$5?
They're looking at it under $10, and they're like, man, Theta ain't did nothing for a minute. Theta ain't going to do nothing for a minute. The same way they probably thinking about XRP and any other digital asset that ain't moving right now. Everybody's gonna be like, man, Theta's not doing nothing. I'm cool on Theta. Let me go focus on something else that's moving, and then
boom, Theta
gonna take off. I'm telling you, Theta has major backers.
Wait a minute. So hold up. So real quick, so we can use the Theta platform right now to stream our videos.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Theta, we use what's the other joint that
and you can get paid in T Fuel.
T Fuel.
Yeah, T Fuel. Yep. Just like V Chain, you get like Vito, like yeah.
Like what are we doing right now?
First of all, Sean is supposed to be the IT guy.
Here we go. Sean's the IT guy.
Once again, but what's the other platform? Brave, the Brave browser.
Like, the Brave browser. I use the Brave browser. That my boy from TMF, he put me on with the Brave browser.
Yeah, like we need to this is the steps we like I said, man, we've been watching Chiz so long. He got us just onto XRP and fucking XLM that we got to open our mindset up and try and get into.
That's the thing. That's one of the things. I'm not gonna say I regret. But being so predominantly focused on XRP, I wasn't I created a niche, I created a niche channel where it was like, and I didn't want to since the inception of my channel, I've always wanted to incorporate other digital assets and other things into that channel. But because I call myself Xrp Chiz, and because I know everybody was focused on XRP, I didn't want to throw people off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And lead them down a different path and have them thinking too much and doing too many different things. So that's why I stuck with XRP.
That's smart, man.
Yeah.
Because we all know.
Hey, Chiz, well, check this out, bro. Look, we got the Maryland for Crypto page, so you can always come here and express your other thoughts.
Right.
Whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Hey, look, y'all, I'm telling you, the one thing that I think I am most, besides XRP, come on, because we all know I'm bullish on XRP.
Yeah, we are.
But the one thing that I think we should all, like everybody, like I don't care if you old, young, everybody should be focusing on play to earn right now. And I'm talking about play to earn games that you
swipe to earn.
Hey, they're creating so many different ways to earn. I mean, they got study to earn. They got they have so many different ways that you can earn. But right now, as far as like the movement goes right now, it's obviously NFTs and getting paid to play games with NFTs and some type of play to earn token is actually the move right now. And that's what I've been focusing my time on and trying to figure out what is the most profitable play to earn game that anybody can get into, right? I'm talking about any game that somebody can get into and where there's no barrier to entry. Because like I said, with a lot of these play to earn games, there's a barrier, right? Some people like myself, I might be able to afford $1,000 NFT, but there's a lot of people that can't afford to get into the game and purchase $1,000 NFT off the jump, right? So I think everybody should be focusing on new play to earn games, trying to get in these games early. But like I said, get into these play to earn games that are free to play to earn, meaning once you sign up and once you get into that game, it's free, like how you play Call of Duty, Fortnite, any other game, but you earn just by playing the game. And those are I feel like those are the games that are going to go mainstream, because a lot of these play to earn games, like I said, they're taking off in price, but they will be a minimal factor in the long run, because the mainstream is not going to be able to get with that. They can't get jiggy with that, right? Everybody doesn't have thousands of dollars laying on the sidelines to invest into an NFT and then play the game, right? And on top of that, the game got to be fun too.
Absolutely.
It's got to be enjoyable. So that's what I think everybody should focus on, finding
you got all the money to buy a V-Punk and then be like, all right, let me go ahead and, you know what I mean?
And that's another thing. A lot of people, they don't want to take that risk. You know what I'm saying? $1,000 for an NFT. What if the value of the NFT goes down? You know what I'm saying? What if the price of the crypto goes down in the game, and they just sitting there playing the game, and the whole time they stressed out. They can't even have fun playing the game because they stressed out that the NFT's value has gone down. But a game that literally pays you to play, right, for free, will have people sitting there like, man, I don't care if the value of this NFT go up or down because I got it for free. You know what I'm saying? And those are the games that I feel like are going to be stand the test of time in the long term. Because at the end of the day, before we know it, every game is going to be play to earn. Literally, every game at some point is going to be play to earn. Just because of the model, just like how Fortnite shook up the model with like this free to play. Now
the whole world is free roaming experience.
Exactly. That's how they get you in, right? And then they sell you with the skins, they sell you with everything else. That's exactly how this next wave is going to be. It's going to be free to play, and you'll have the option to purchase NFTs, but these NFTs won't be like pay to win, right? Because a lot of these play to earn games are turning into pay to win. You have to literally pay for an NFT in order for you to win some of these games. So that's what I think a lot of people should be focused on right now.
Go ahead, Sean.
Go ahead. No, I just wanted to kind of piggyback off of Chiz, man. Like I love to hear your insight on, a lot, because clearly you're a man that's ahead of your time. And, the model of, playing to earn or just earning cryptocurrency in itself is another, staple in the cryptocurrency space to let you know that this space is going to take over and it's going to be the be all end all. It's going to, lead us into the new world. Just to kind of piggyback off of the play to earn, I want to definitely put some light on the Fbe token and the Fbe token. This is a token that we here at Maryland for Crypto, that we have created. We have our own cryptocurrency called Fbe, and we've created a cryptocurrency driven social e-commerce application. Our token is currently trading on P2P on P2P B2B exchange, and we literally have created a social meetup application where the users swipe through other users and they earn our native token in our ecosystem. So I mean, this whole earning experience in the crypto space is going to take over the market. So whether you're playing to earn, whether you're swiping to earn, whether you're watching videos to earn, paying
to earn.
You study to earn. You're paying your users. You're paying your demographic.
Studying to earn on Coinbase.
Right. I mean, it's a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer on why people should get into the space, and this is the time to do it. If you haven't done it right now, any entry point is a good entry point. So I mean, we just gotta always try to drive that home to our viewers that, guys, this is the place to be. This is the space to be. So you got to get in and get down. And I want to ask you, Chiz, just to kind of keep the conversation rolling. The XRP Ledger is putting out a lot of projects right now, and there's a lot of trust lines that need to be set up. People are looking forward to these airdrops. What projects have you, or are you invested in any projects that are coming out, in the airdrop? Like I know Sologenic is coming out here soon. Vagabond just did a real big, just did their snapshot for theirs. The Flare token should be distributed to its users here soon. Like, have you gotten into this air market? I mean, these airdrops that are coming out, and what projects are you invested in that realm?
Yeah, you got the Zum wallet.
I do have the Zum wallet. I've been mainly focused on Solo, Songbird, and Flare.
Okay.
For many reasons, but if I had to sum it up, it's just Professionalism. Professionalism, and I don't want to really get into the XRPL airdrops because there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of what's the word? There's a lot of I don't know, unprofessionalism and all of that. And so I've been watching, and I'm sitting on the sidelines on this one because I do not want to promote or push anything that could potentially be dangerous or harmful for investors.
Look, just to let you know, they're just in the Zum wallet. Maryland, for some of the Maryland for crypto airdrops we jumped into, like we got FSE, we got Gina Juice, we got Nirana, we got SKS, we got Tribe Token, we got the CX1,
Out of all those you saying though, it's only a few that are like the serious ones.
Yeah, true. That's what I'm saying.
That we really promote, if anything.
Right.
But I understand. I understand what he's saying though.
Yeah, I understand too. But
there is a whole lot of fluff in there.
Right. I'm just naming some out just to mention some of the fluff. But granted, I'm still gonna throw my two XRP out instead, you know what I mean, get my little trust line for it. But at the end of the day, I understand what he's saying. So I just wanted to read out some of the fluff that he was talking about. You know what I mean? The XDX coin, the Librium, you got X Shiba, you got Xzillas, you got Icon, you got X Owl. You got Smart NFT, you got X LGBTQ coin, you got Spooky X, X Women, XR Doge, you got XR Kate. So these are just some of the coins that are on this XRPL Gold. Like these are just some of the coins that are actually in that Zum wallet that you can set up trust lines for. And once again, just wanted to throw some of that since he brought it up when we were talking about this.
It's definitely beneficial for XRP to have some type of building being done on top of the ledger because we haven't seen that, and this is good for it.
Right.
But it's like just like with any other project, like with BNB or Ethereum, there's going to be many tokens that are built on top of the platform. But at the end of the day, it comes down to which one of those tokens are actually solving a real world problem and have real world utility at the end of the day. Right. You could make money on all of those coins.
Did you get the ELS? Did you get the ELS airdrop?
Yes, but I am, like I said, I'm still watching and looking what's happening on the back end because there is a lot of unprofessionalism on these airdrops, and I'm looking at these teams, and a lot of them are over promising, which I do not like, and I like projects that under promise and over deliver, and that's some of the things I look at when investing in projects. Airdrops are cool, right? But are you? My question is, like, when I invest in something, are you willing to actually invest in it, other than just get in
the airdrop,
right? Grab that airdrop, because the free airdrop is free. You know what I'm saying? The 2 XRP, 5 XRP, whatever the case may be, that's cool. You ain't really breaking off nothing for it, right? But what is that project actually doing by giving you that token? Are you going to be able to actually use that token? Or are you just going to sit on it and speculate where the price is going to go? And that's what I'm kind of looking at with these projects, just like how we're looking at anything else.
And I like your insight on that as well, Chiz. So I got to ask you, because we're all about utility here. We're all about real world use case, fundamentals, tokens that are traded around the world and are actively being used. But then again, having that mindset, we kind of missed out a little bit on a lot of these, projects, the Shiba Inus and things of that nature. What's your take on a lot of these, moon tokens that have come out and have made pretty much billionaires overnight?
Yeah, these memes. You got the Safe Moons, the Shiba Inus, the over success Doge. Doge has been around forever, but it had never hit over 1 cent, 2 cent until this past year. So yeah, what's your take on it? What is that? These
just like with the XRP ledger tokens, anybody can get rich in this space, right?
Yep.
It doesn't hurt to sign up for a trust line and grab some of these airdrops. It doesn't hurt to invest in meme coins if you're investing $100 here and there that you got to throw out and lose.
Right.
But as far as these meme coins, a lot of these meme coins understand that they cannot be meme coins forever. So they are trying to find, the funny part about these meme coins is they are trying to find utility in the meme. You see what I'm saying? Like with Fbe, they found utility in the meme in order for them to grow. Otherwise, they would just been a pump and dump, right? Not an intentional pump and dump, but the market would have decided where that coin was going instead of the utility deciding where the coin is going. So when it comes to these meme coins, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Because it brings attention to the market. It brings crypto to the mainstream. You see what I'm saying? Like we had so much attention being brought to the mainstream from Fbe, from Doge, from all of these meme tokens. And what did it do? It added a whole lot of liquidity to the space.
To the market,
So it's not a bad thing. Of course, there's a lot of people that's going to be taking the risk and taking the L, and that's like with anything in the space. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to say that all these meme coins are making people get wrecked. You can get wrecked on a utility coin. You know what I'm saying? You can get wrecked on XRP. You can get wrecked on Bitcoin. You can get wrecked on Ethereum. You can get wrecked on anything.
You buy XRP right now at $1.92. You feel like you got wrecked right now.
Exactly. Exactly. And it didn't even go down that much. Some of these meme coins go down like 80%, 90%, 100%. You see what I'm saying? And you could lose your entire investment. So when it comes to meme coins, they have their uses as well, right?
What was the one the show that just happened? That did the rug pull, Sean.
Squid Game.
Squid Game. Squid Coin. We had people putting in hundreds and thousands of dollars on Squid Coin. Rug pull.
It's an investment and it's a risk, and that is what anybody getting into crypto, whether it's a meme coin or it's a utility coin, that is the risk you are willing to take, and you must understand that. And before you press that buy button, you have to tell yourself, you have to sit down and sign a contract with yourself saying, I agree that if I press this button, I could lose 100% of my money with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You are your own financial advisor. You are your own advocate. You have to sign that contract with yourself before you press that button.
That's what just like you said, that's what every investment you make, period. Though.
Right. Not just in crypto, not just in utility coins. That's with everything.
So look, we got, I know we get there about an hour or so we can do some rapid questions real fast. Just some rapid things I've always wanted to know. And I'm pretty sure some of our viewers eventually want to know too. So we just throw some questions out there. And I just want you to answer kind of not too fast, of course, give a little background, but just answer. But other than, of course, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, and XRP, what is Chiz's next top 5 coins that he's bullish on? All right. Oh, and take Stellar out too, because Stellar is like XRP little brother or sister or whatever you want to say. So we know, take those 4 coins out. Once again, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, take them out. What's Chiz's next top 5 coins?
Solana for sure. I don't know if you guys heard. This really isn't like relevant at all. But Melania Trump just announced that she was going to drop her NFTs on the Solana blockchain.
Speaking of that, I don't mean to cut you off. Jordan and his son have came together to build a tech company, and they're building it on Solana's blockchain, where it's going to somehow make athletes and fans more accessible to each other. I'm not sure of the intricacies of it yet, but yeah, man. Like you said, Solana's bullish right now.
Solana for sure. And you gotta
my man Vaughn gonna be like, I'm happy to hear that's my coin, Solana. That's all he talking about.
I got in Solana fairly early, and I've been DCAing in Solana for a while, up until around like the $30 price point. I've been trading it a lot, but I haven't really.
Do you think it could eventually flip Ethereum?
For sure. And here's why. A lot of people like to fuzz Solana over the fact that Solana has had that massive downtime recently where the blockchain went down for around like a day or two. But the transactions per second are elite when it comes to digital assets. The fees are elite when it comes to digital assets, and the fact that they have smart contract capabilities, the fact that you can, issue and mint NFTs on the blockchain, along with so many different other things. You can build dApps on it. You can build tokens on top of it. We are seeing so many different projects being built on top of the Solana blockchain. so much adoption around Solana, and they're growing at a rapid pace as far as the community and what they're able to do. So I definitely think Solana can bypass Ethereum. Only if we're just going to talk of Ethereum bypassing Solana, mainly because of the gas fees.
Yeah,
it's going to take the mainstream media. I'm talking about people like everyday Joe Blows who don't have $300,000-$500,000 to pay for Ethereum gas fees, even $50 to $20, depending on how much Ethereum you're spending. They're not going to want to spend that money. And once they realize that there's an alternative like Solana, like other digital assets, Solana isn't the only one, but like other digital assets like AVAX and others that are definitely, and that was gonna be my next pick. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil it. But
AVAX, we got you. Boom.
So people are going to realize that, and they're going to be like, man, there's no way I'm going to ever use Ethereum. I'm kind of at that point right now. I will only use Ethereum if I know I can make like some type of flip off an NFT, or I'm investing in a project that I know is an Ethereum built project and I know it's going to skyrocket. But most of the time I won't take it off. Here's a pro tip. If you buy an Ethereum project and you plan on holding it, do not take it off the exchange, right?
Right.
If you plan on like holding it and making a flip from it, because as soon as you take it off that exchange and you try to move it back onto an exchange, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. If you spend $100 on a token that's built on an Ethereum blockchain, you take it off. I'm telling you, based off experience, you move it into a hardware wallet and you try to move it from that hardware wallet back to the exchange because you done made you some money, right? That profit is going to get slashed by the Ethereum gas fees.
Right. And listen, it happened. It literally happened to me and this is crazy, just Shiba, right? I bought Shiba a while back, right? And I didn't put much in. I paid like $50, right? My 50 turned into like 300. But before it did that, I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and send my Shiba because I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna throw it in, keep my money off the exchange.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and move it into the Bifrost wallet because I was like, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna throw it in my Bifrost wallet. Man.
You ain't thinking nothing of it when you take it off the exchange because it ain't no major fees.
Right, unless you send it off to the exchange like it's nothing. But then I came back and I was like, oh damn, I mean, she was up like $300-$400. Let me go ahead and get my 50. Man, like it wanted $60 just to send it back to Coinbase. I was like, what?
Yeah,
come on, that's crazy. I can't.
And that's minimal. That's minimal compared to what you probably could have potentially be spending. Say you make thousands of millions of dollars.
Right.
And I got Proppy, and Proppy is on the is built off the Ethereum blockchain, and I sent it to my hardware wallet or my cold storage, and I wanted to mess around with it, but I'm like, man, nah. Just like you said, I'm not dealing with the prices. I remember what it cost for me to get it on there. I'm like, nah. Right. I'm not dealing with it.
And so we got Solana. All right, you said the other one was
AVAX.
AVAX. What's your third one? Boom.
It's got to be HBAR.
HBAR.
That's
good call.
Yeah, HBAR.
I've been trying to put the boys on the HBAR for a minute. All right,
I got a little bag of HBAR.
You just came around though, Sean.
I did.
I was like, that's my next thing. My next goal was to get my HBAR bag.
Go give me a little corner.
For the past like month or two.
If you go up and look up HBAR's governing council, I mean, you're going to be blown away.
Yeah, man. The type of partnerships that they have and who they're dealing with, I mean, it's like a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't you be in it? Like, the Fed is in the HBAR. Like, come on, man.
No, it's no joke.
I got into HBAR I got into HBAR before it hit a
Y'all making me feel bad. I need to go get some HBAR.
Look, I got into HBAR.
You got way ahead of the pack. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, look, I had got into HBAR before it got to a cent, before it hit 1 cent, right? Jumped into HBAR, it went from literally 1 cent to 9 cents. And I'm like, oh, I'm out here. Sell it, right? The joint dropped back down to 7 cents. I forget about it. Next thing you know, I look back at it, it's like 42 cents. I'm ready to throw up. I was like, ooh. Like I said, I got in before even a cent. So just imagine if I would have stayed up. That would have been 42 times my money. And I put a nice little, I had put like at least $700, $800 on that drink.
That's the power of holding, man. Of course, you want to Of course, you want to take profits along the way, and that's totally
listening
fine.
to you, Chiz. Don't be scared to take some profit.
Don't be scared, but don't sell your whole entire bag. Don't sell your entire bag. You gotta hold. You got into it for a reason, didn't you?
But look, I came back though. I got back in at 18 cents. But like I said, once it fell back down, and I got back in at 18 cents. Now it went back to like 33 cents. Now it's back at like 25 cents. I looked at it like earlier.
And H bar has a lot of room to grow, man.
Right,
for sure.
So you said H bar. So we got those three. What's the last two? We got people.
Man, I could just go. I could just name 100 different. No, let me stop.
Yeah, we know you can, but we want to know 10 is top.
I'm really bullish on Algo. They just now got some new developments going on with them as well. And we got Michael Arrington, supporting Algo, having his Algo capital as well. Let me see.
And last one. You gave us 4. This last one.
I mean, I'm torn between either I could say so many different on my last one.
You got to live and die with 5. You gave us 3. Now, granted, actually it's 8 because we took the top 3 out. We took, we took Bitcoin, Ethereum. So this last one was. Come on, Chiz. We want to know, baby.
The people want to know, B.
Yeah. The street is hot right now. They want to know.
I'm going to have to say XDC.
XDC?
I'm going to have to say XDC. I wanted to throw so many other different ones in there.
Man, I'm kind of right now. I was waiting for that.
That was in my mind. That was definitely in my mind. But
because that's China's coin right there, baby.
I'm going to have to say XDC. VeChain, but VeChain is definitely up there. VeChain is definitely up there. VeChain's doing a lot of good things as well. Sunny Hill and all of them.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to hold the people too long. We already had like an hour and 20, so
we just getting started, man.
Right. This is a special edition of Maryland for Crypto Today.
You were just getting to the good points.
I guess we got Mr. Chiz on today. They like, we can go for hours. They sound like, it's an hour, B. Let's wrap it up, B.
Yo, Mr. McGavin never wants to end the show, Chiz, ever.
That's good, man. Keep the energy going. Keep the conversation flowing, man. You can't end up, man.
So look, so we got Chiz's top 5 right outside of the top 3. So now we want to know, what are your top staking coins? Like what is Chiz staking right now? What, you don't have to give us all the bags, but what is the top coins that you need to be staking right now type bags that you got?
If your coin staked, you should be staking it.
True.
Man,
I mean, true.
I'm gonna put y'all on game. Y'all ever heard of VVS Finance?
Yo,
what? We on VVS, baby.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so I ain't gonna go into too much depth about staking, because
for crypto, y'all hear that? VVS. We've been
shout out to JP. He put it.
Shout out to JP.
Any digital asset. Any digital asset that allows for staking will be good. You just got to base it off of the APY, and
so currently right now, Maryland for Crypto, we advocate for staking right now. We have our VeChain definitely staking. We have our Tezos staking. We have our ADA staking. We have we got CSC.
We have every coin that we have invested in. If they have staking,
that's why I say I'm not even really gonna get into much into it.
I don't even know. I'm trying to tell them what our group, what we advocate for, because there's 1,000 coins. There's 12,000 coins. We don't stake everyone. I don't have Algo. I'm not staking Algo.
Better stake you some Algo.
So, I don't have it. I was about to say, you have Algo and you're not staking?
No, I don't have it, but I was just saying what we advocate for. That's it. I'm giving Maryland for Crypto our group. Me too. What are you talking about?
I got Algo.
But listen,
I got Algo, and I'm staking.
I understand that, but look, in our group, we advocate for certain coins to our group. Now, outside of the main coins that we might have a little Algo and all that, but we kind of push our group to like XRP, XLM, stake. Make sure they stake Tezos. Make sure they stake the VeChain. I'm just, I'm talking to Chiz. This is our first time talking to Chiz. I'm trying
definitely stake that VeChain so you can get that VThor for sure.
Straight up, man. No question. No question.
So, like, well, I just want to hear what Chiz is thinking of. Did you ever jump into Zilliqa? Did you ever get the Gzil?
Yeah, Zill's a great project. It's a little lacking as far as other digital assets. I would say that, but I definitely got me some Zill. I want to see more.
What do you think about Polygon? What do you feel about Matic?
Matic is a very, very bullish project, and I'm kind of torn the fact that they decided they're trying to make Ethereum better, right? But I feel like they would have been better off just creating their own layer one and doing what they're doing with that. But you gotta have you some Matic, because if you feel like Ethereum is going to be around for the long term, or you feel like Ethereum, is a project that you're interested in, you got to have you some Matic, because Matic is literally saving Ethereum's life.
Yeah,
right
it really
now.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
I built my DApp on Matic's blockchain. That's why I asked, what was your take on it?
Yeah, Matic is doing great things. They have a lot of projects that are building on top of it, because they want the power and the scale in the efficiency that comes with
the scalability. I mean, it's a great network.
You know what I'm saying? And they want that EVM, they want that Ethereum virtual machine, they want that capability. So building on top of Matic is definitely a good look if you want to build a DApp or build a project.
Absolutely.
And so Matic for sure. And Matic is highly undervalued. At its current price point.
Price. Yep.
High. Like I don't really say that about a lot of digital assets, but for Matic for sure, very highly undervalued.
If the charts, the way the charts were pointing, if the bull run had really gotten to the point where everybody was expecting, Matic would be a $15 to $18 token right now.
Way higher than that. I mean, you can't even. That's low. That's low balling. You low balling Matic. That it will be way higher than that. Only because if you go to Matic's Twitter and you look at the amount of projects, I mean, they have daily posts about projects that are coming out the wazoo, building on top of Matic. You will be literally blown away. If you've never seen Matic before, or understand anything about Matic, or see the development that they have on that blockchain, you'll be blown away. And that's why I say it's highly undervalued, because a lot of projects are building on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting to that point where it's like, that's the go-to, right? You want to build on something, you go to Matic. You know what I'm saying? You're not building on top of Ethereum. You're building on Matic because it's, the cheaper fees, scalability, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's highly undervalued, and people will be kicking themselves, for not having a bigger bag of some Matic,
Got you.
For sure.
Now, next question for what cold wallet? What? Because I know you're not keeping your stuff on the hot exchange. We've listened to too many videos. So what cold wallet is Chiz rocking with? You take your, not your creeds, not your crypto. So where are you moving to? You got your Legend and S, you got a X, you got a Ali Pal Titan, you got a Descent wallet. What is Chiz in these streets? Because I hear the song, I got my XRP next to me in the Legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my XRP, in the Legend right next to me. We know the words, Chiz. Like you said,
I have my digital assets spread out, and I have all three that you named: the Descent, the Aleppo, and a Ledger. I got an S. I got multiple X's. I got some Descent. X's. Yeah, hey, I mean, only because you can never be too safe. You know what I'm saying? And the Black Friday. This is a pro tip. If you ever want to buy a hardware wallet, right, get it on Black Friday. I mean, that's just a given. They're going to be like half price or like 40% off. And you might as well get you like two of them. If you ain't going to use both of them, get one for your friend or your family member as a gift for Christmas or something. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to probably think nothing of it, especially if they ain't in crypto. But they can be like, I just saved you some money. And I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking out for you, basically. That's what I've done. So
gotcha.
Got those three.
He got me feeling like I'm lacking.
Right. Like
no. You don't need all of that. Let me rephrase it. You probably only need like one hardware wallet, but you want to get a hardware wallet that has
since 2017. He got crypto. He got crypto.
Crypto.
You know what I'm saying? You probably only need one one hardware wallet, but you want to get a hardware wallet that has a lot of support. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that's why I say get you a ledger.
So
right?
what's your favorite one then? So because like I said, you got 3 or 4 of them. But
as far as the look and the setup and the easeability, I would have to say Ledger. The only problem I have with Ledger, and thankfully I wasn't a part of the information hack, but that information hack just left a bad taste in my mouth with Ledger. I still use Ledger. I still support Ledger, and I still think they, have enough backing and are very secure to the point where I would leave my digital assets in there because nothing has ever happened to my digital assets, and nothing will ever happen to your digital assets holding in a hardware wallet that's offline.
Right.
But the information hack has left a very bad taste in my mouth. And granted, I wasn't a part of it. Everybody didn't get their information leaked.
Yeah.
But
listen, we had our Ledger. How did you know if you got your actual stuff leaked though? Because
you would be getting
an email or nothing crazy.
You would be getting emails, you would be getting text messages, you would be getting all type of stuff saying, hey, update your Ledger, or it just would be a whole bunch of messages that are not from the official Ledger
people. Okay.
People. And you would know right then and there.
Knock on wood, then I get mine because I saw the email that one time, and I think you did something on you did a show on it, like, hey, blah blah blah. So we was like, oh, okay.
Here's another pro tip: anything you're dealing with crypto, you need to make a new email. You need to make emails are free. You can make as many emails as you want on any device. I mean, there might be a device limit. Just do it on your friend's device or your family member device. If you got that many emails, I'm the type where I can't even count how many emails I got, but you can make an email on any, Yahoo, Gmail, whatever. There's a whole bunch of places you can make email on. Dealing with crypto, you're going to want to have a backup alias email. You're going to want to have a backup alias everything, anything you could think of. You know what I'm saying? Social media account, whatever the case may be, because when you're signing up for these things, just like how I said with the contract, you know what I'm saying? When you press that buy button, whenever you sign up for any of this stuff, you are telling yourself, you're signing that contract saying anything can happen to the information that I'm giving these people. You see what I'm saying? I am trusting them with my information. So you want to go in there with nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like going into into a party with nothing, so you can't get janked out or robbed or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't, they ain't coming out there with nothing.
I just opened this email yesterday, bro. You ain't getting nothing out of here.
You ain't getting nothing. I don't have the only thing you have sent to that email is that crypto type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Is that welcome to that
right?
Email you get.
Exactly. So that way they can't hack into your, because they really want your information for your bank information and stuff like that, and your address. And you know what I'm saying, your phone and all that. And a lot of people put all that stuff on one email, and a lot of people like to tie all of that stuff together. So it's complicated, but that's what you got to do if you want to secure yourself in this digital world, because everything's digital. You know what I'm saying? And it don't take nothing for somebody to just get into your stuff if you have it all compiled in one place, right? They might, once they get in and they see what they got, they're like, "Ooh, look at this! Oh, look at that! Ooh, I came here for this, but I done found that." You know what I'm saying? So that's why you kind of want to spread your stuff out. That's kind of another reason why I have so many hardware wallets, because I don't want to keep everything all on one. If I happen to lose that one, granted, if you memorize your seed phrase and you got it written down somewhere, you can recover it, you can recoup it, but you don't want to have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep everything.
Look, I took mine straight to the Bank of America. I opened up a safe deposit box on my ledger. I took the words 24 free. I put it in there, paid to lock that joint up. I ain't risking it. Like the house burned down, anything, my ledger get caught. Hey, don't worry. They be like, LJ, what happened to all your crypto? Oh, don't worry. Let me just, excuse me. I need to open my safe deposit box, please.
Thanks.
I just got the new ledger right here. Let me go ahead and import to existing.
Straight up, man.
For sure.
Shout out to RN who just tapped in. Iowa crypto in the building. Appreciate you tapping in right now.
Hey, now next question, Chiz. So, because I want to keep it going. What is Chiz's go-to exchange? Like, what exchange makes you feel? I mean, granted, we have 9+ exchanges. I know I use about 10 different exchanges, but I always have that one go-to when I want. I feel so much comfortable with this exchange. What is that exchange that you like to purchase? Is it Uphold? Is it
I was
Binance
going to ask
US?
that question too.
Yeah, is it Binance US? Is it Coinbase? Is it BitTrue, KuCoin? Is it Uniswap? Like where's Chiz at right now?
It has to be KuCoin for sure. Not comfortability.
Okay. That's my man Money Meach KuCoin over there.
But if you want to make money in crypto, you need a KuCoin account.
Right, because KuCoin gets it before
anybody else.
Base and all of that.
Anybody else.
You catch a coin on there. Like Kadena. Oh my God, I'm so mad I missed Kadena. So mad I missed Kadena.
Not KDA, man. Not another statistic. Hey, look, man.
It kills my heart and soul, bro.
Don't look. KDA took off, and the price right now obviously is down 50% from its all-time high. So you don't want to. You still got a chance to bag some KDA and ride that way, because what they doing with making proof of work scalable. I mean, come on, like that's a no-brainer. And they just set up their little marmalade where you can make some NFTs on KDA. Man, you don't want to miss out on KDA. I ain't gonna go too much into KDA because I could talk all day about KDA. And these are the type of things that I really be wanting to talk about. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, because like I said,
he got his little niche.
When we tapped into that other channel at first, like, because you had said it a couple times and like I had let it go over my head, and I was like, you said it one time, I'm like, Chiz got another channel? I called Meach up that same day. I was like, yo, Chiz got another channel? He's like, nah, it's Xrp Chiz. That's all we know. I was like, nah, he got a whole nother channel that he talking about other cryptos. He was like, what?
Yeah, what I wanted to do, I'm so heartbroken on that fact, right? I wanted to change my name to just Chiz and just incorporate all this stuff we talking about on that one channel, on the XRP Chiz channel. But anytime I tried to talk about other digital assets on my live streams or stuff,
we don't want to hear it.
We don't want to hear it. I'm like, damn,
yeah, man.
Look, we come to XRP Chiz,
man. They not playing. You XRP Chiz, you XRP Chiz.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
XRP Chiz, XRP news. We
don't want to hear none of that other stuff.
Yeah, your delivery, because it's your delivery, bro. Like no bullshit.
And the thing is, I don't feel like that about these other digital assets, so it ain't gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same.
Because I've listened to
you're not gonna have that same passion.
No,
right.
Not
at
all.
And I've listened. And I've listened to the other channel too, and you can feel it. Like I've watched it because I'm a Chiz fan. I'm a Chiz. I'm a Chiz drop it. I'm gonna listen to it. But you can see that the bullish and it's not there.
It's not there because look, it's not.
You don't even hear it in the voice.
Shout out to these other digital assets, man. Shout out to the other digital, because they doing numbers right now. They doing good things. They doing a lot. But
the diversification is key, man, in any portfolio, man.
But XRP takes you down the deepest depths of the rabbit hole that you can even imagine, man. And that's where all that energy come from. That's where all that bullishness come from. It's not just like, oh, XRP is just gonna make you rich. It's like XRP has the potential to
change the world, bro.
To change the world, man. It's bigger than just
drop another video. He'll be like, did you not see what's going on? They just opened a new corridor. Like, what is going on? A new corridor. He's like, what the world? Like, Chiz, okay, what corridor is this, Chiz?
Nah,
and then you try to change the subject, like, let's talk about no, the corridor. Like, go back. Like, what did we just open? Like, they talking to who?
Man. I even tried to do that on my Twitter. I try to hit people to Gala. I try to hit people to like LSS, a couple other different coins, and they just the engagement ain't the same. But that just goes to show how powerful XRP is and the XRP community is. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are literally one of the, and that's one of the main reasons why I decided to put out this information, because I'm like, okay, back when I first started, the XRP community was not as vicious, and I'm talking about as like in numbers, XRP community was not as vicious as it is. It was vicious. But over the years, you know, XRP community has grown tremendously, and they're one of the largest communities in the crypto space. You can literally, and here's a pro tip, you can literally go on Twitter and type money sign XRP, and just that alone or anything else after that, and you are going to get a flood of people supporting you, supporting that tweet and saying, yes, XRP, we agree. Yes. You know what I'm saying? No matter the XRP could be down 75%.
Right. You'd be like, XRP to the moon. You get like 30 likes.
We know what's going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that just shows
hollow straw, baby. XRP to the moon. Like,
right. That just shows the strength.
You put like 5 zeros in it, like moon.
Just to make it happen. Do you have the graphic that shows, you know, the amount of XRP you hold, what percentage you are as far as like the XRP?
XRP wish list. I didn't pull that one today.
Okay.
But yeah, I know. Shoot, I could probably pull up on my phone though. Just kind of pull it up. But yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, the XRP rich list. I mean, I remember watching Chiz on that joint. He'd be like, "Where are you on the XRP?
Where are you? Right. Like, how much XRP is you really holding on to? Because that's the real question. Like, are you packing your bags, or are you just sitting on the sidelines watching? And it really don't matter.
Chiz has us trying to get to like 0.0.
Listen, I just entered the 3% space, so I'm feeling good right now. You feel me? I just got up in there. I'm trying to get to the top 2 and top 1%, man. I'm gonna just keep working.
You listen to a Chiz on a wrong night. Chiz will have you ready to be trying to get to the 0.01% out there. Like, is your bags packed? No, it's not, Chiz. I'm sorry. Like,
I got 5 figures worth. I'm doing all right.
Right. Straight up.
Like I said, it really don't matter how much XRP you had, as long as you got more than 0. You know what I'm saying? People ask me all the time, Chiz, how much XRP should I have? More than 0.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got more than 0, you ain't doing something.
Any entry point is a good entry point right now, man.
Right.
Real.
For sure.
For Christmas, I got all my nieces and nephews a bag of XRP.
And that's one of the best gifts you could possibly give. Because you got to think about it like this, man. I'm a real advocate for assets over liabilities. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And giving gifts, a lot of these gifts are inherently liabilities. You know what I'm saying? You're going to use it for a month, a year, whatever the case may be, and the value is going to immediately. Oh, look at that!
Yeah, listen. I need that gift right there though. I need that XRP bag. Where's that on the merch list?
That is a 101 right there.
101. Come on, Chiz.
101.
Chiz says that is me and only me.
Yeah, you can. Hey, look, I've been peeping that book bag out for a minute, and I was like, man.
Let me tell you the backstory to that bag. Okay, not only is that bag an asset, right? Because that bag
can QR codes on it.
Right. So the bag will obviously deteriorate over time, but the asset that makes the bag is the QR code and the access to my personal wallet. So anybody can enlarge this image, right? And here's where I'm trying to go with this whole fashion aspect of QR codes and digital assets. Anybody can enlarge that. You can scan that image, right, and send money to that particular QR code. That particular one right there, the one that you just showed up with the female.
Okay.
That's an exchange wallet because it has the tag number right there. But what I decided to do was make digital asset clothing with just the QR code that only needs to be sent through the address. There's no need for a tag. And if you have a hardware wallet, XRP addresses only need the address for the hardware wallet. You don't need a tag, right? So that this is like a prototype shirt, prototype clothing, and there go the ski mask right there, and that's the little XRP tracksuit right there I got right there that I got on. But
that's dope, man. Yeah.
This what you see right here is a liability. That book bag and that shirt is an asset, right? Because this is just an XRP ski mask, whatever the case may be. You can't make money from that. This shirt that I'm wearing in this music video, you can make money from that, right? You build a following even if you just want to transact with somebody, like say, hey, I did a service for you, or I looked out for you for something, you like, hey,
scan the shirt.
Scan the shirt and pay, you could just pay me with some XRP. You want to send me some XRP? Scan my shirt real quick. You ain't got it. I don't have to
world, man.
XRP.
I don't have to text you. I don't have to spell out my address for you. I don't have to speak to you. And I took it to the point where it's like you could be deaf, blind, crippled. Anybody has the capability at this point, right, with this type of clothing to receive value without speaking, without looking, without hearing. Anybody can do it. You could be crippled. You could be in a wheelchair with that clothing on, and somebody can literally. It's. I look at it like this as the saying. It's understood. When somebody sees that, they see the XRP, they see the QR code. It's understood. They know what they have to do.
Right.
They know what you know what you got to do. Go into that exchange.
Make it happen. When we throwing the QR codes on the M4C hoodies, B.
Listen,
I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. That's hard.
We talking to the man right here. Like I said, we gonna have to link up with Chiz.
Right, man. It's all about the networking, man. It's all about the
networking. Look, we just figured out how to do this shirt. We'll get you know what I'm saying? We just getting our merch on. So that's the next step. Yeah, we just got the. So we about 2 steps behind Chiz. We
listen. The only mainstream aspect I've seen of it, and I mean there could be others.
Look, we got.
I'm not sure if it's Logan Paul or Jay Paul. One of the Paul brothers.
Yeah.
Were getting ready to have a fight, and some exchange. I don't know if it's exchange. Some crypto company sponsored them, and
the FTX.
I don't know. But he was wearing a QR code shirt, and that's the only time I've seen anybody wear a QR code shirt. But it wasn't for leisure, it was for a promotional aspect, and it wasn't to get somebody for somebody to pay him. It was a QR code shirt to link to a website. So one of the main uses for QR codes right now are websites. You see people like, scan this QR code, you go to the website. You go to the website, you go to a restaurant, especially during COVID, you scan the QR code to get the menu. But now it's deeper than that. You can scan the QR code to send value, right? And here's the thing. I done made phone cases. I done made posters. I done made pillowcases. I done made, you name it. You could put a QR code on practically anything. You could walk around with your QR code on a piece of paper in your wallet. And it's
so you do this in-house, or do you have are you in the background like Wizard of Oz sewing shit up yourself, or
hey man, I got a heat press right here. I got a Cricut machine. I got an embroidery machine. Like if you see at my house,
make it happen. I'm on the right track, baby.
Man, my house is literally. This is not a house, man. This is a warehouse.
AD, we are live and direct, AD. We are live and direct.
Yeah, we are live and we have Mr. XRP Chiz.
I live in a warehouse / gym. I got a gym and a warehouse in my house, man. I do everything I can in-house. There is a lot of distribution and stuff that I do that's like third party if I want to scale up, but that's just bigger picture. I'm not doing any of that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have that next level when you want to take it to the next level.
Absolutely.
But I live in a warehouse, man. Like I got a gym and a whole bunch of
Chiz,
machinery.
I've been taking notes, bro. Like I bought the Cricut, I got the press, I got the Exxon where we making all the merch. Like I said, man, you've been a big pillar in our life, dog, especially in the crypto world, dog. Like we've been really taking notes in the past 2 years of us watching you on a daily basis. I know, like I said, I don't know about these two, but I know I watch you every day. That's why I've been getting on you for the past month, because you fell off on us, bro. And we was like, yo, I even called him. I was like, yo, you seen Chiz video? Am I overlooking it or something? Like, what's popping? Nah, yo, I haven't seen him in a while, so.
He went by a little bit,
but we see you out here working on the merch, bro. So that's what's up, though.
That's what it's about, man.
I've been working. I've been taking a break from a lot of XRP content because of this whole SEC lawsuit and what's going on. And like I told you, Ripple's been real quiet here lately. They giving us bits and pieces. When I first got into XRP, and I lied to you not, it was like every day there was something new going on, right? There was some development. There was some bank that was partnering with Ripple.
Right.
There was some new development around XRP. There was some, there was some capability and use case that was being built. And ever since that, I'm telling you, man, ever since that lawsuit, it's just been downhill as far as like, content. And Ripple's been a lot of really hush with what they've been doing because of this lawsuit.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you don't hear a lot of companies it would be companies coming out announcing partnerships before Ripple, way ahead of time. It'll be companies coming out advocating for XRP and they ain't even partnered with Ripple yet. You know what I'm saying? All of that was taking place, and that was giving me the opportunity to spread this information with people, and that's what made me so excited. That's where the excitement came from, because it's like I wake up. The moment I wake up, it's research time. What's going on? What's going on in the market? What's going on? What new developments that happened today? And I would be so surprised. I'll be surprised, but I'm not surprised at the same. I'm surprised that the fact that I could wake up the next day and it will be something fire every time,
day, bro.
Fire news going on, and that's why they say crypto moves so fast. Like a day in crypto is like you miss a day, man. You done missed a year in crypto.
Yeah, that's so true.
Listen, when I flew to Hawaii, and the trip to Hawaii from Maryland was like 14 hours plus or whatever, right? Then we get to Hawaii, you know what I'm saying? We traveling, getting a rental car. So I missed the whole day. I missed pretty much the second day of really trying to listen to crypto and stuff, because in the airplane you can't listen to why, your joints on airplane mode, so you really ain't listening to. Man, I came back like on the third day, really like focused and like, all right, I'm like, damn, this happened. This what? It's only been 2 days. I didn't miss it. Felt like I missed a whole week and a half of information. And then Meech hitting me like, yo, you didn't know about that? Because I usually tell them like, yo, because like I said, I wake up at 7 o'clock every morning on it, right? And I'll tell them, Meech will come and say like, hey, man, you heard about that? Yeah, I heard about that about a couple hours ago or yesterday. All right. But we were gems, and I'm like, yo, I missed all this news like in just 24 hours or 48 hours.
I was lit that week. I felt like I was on top of my game that week because I'm bringing him the gems. He's like, oh, I'm behind.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, I'm behind over there. And I was like, damn, you heard what Chiz said? Yeah, I heard it yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's all right.
That's what it's about, man. That's
exactly how it be.
Yeah.
Twitter really be going crazy.
So now on to this, the next thing we want to know, because like I said, everybody has influences. Like I said, you're one of our influences. Maryland for Crypto, we look up to Xrp Chiz. Like I said, we look up to Digital Asset Investor and Digital Perspectives and Crypto Teacher and Ripple and Linko and Dick Algar. So who is Chiz? Who's Chiz's his influence? Who's that guy that Chiz like, you know what? I don't know what I'm thinking right now in this crypto market. Let me listen to just to get my mind right. Is it Bearable Bull? Who's that guy for you that sometimes you just like that's gonna pump Chiz up? Like, because like I said, when we down, we like, yo, just turn on Chiz video. We ready to get pumped real fast. We ready to get bullish. If you down in a bad space, who's that person that just brings you back? Like, all right, I'm gonna listen to this guy, and you know what I mean.
I don't really listen to people that much. I know that's probably hard to believe, but I get a lot of I don't listen to videos. I get a lot of my information from Twitter.
Gotcha.
And Twitter is literally the hub. So all of those people you mentioned give valuable information on Twitter. And I've gotten a lot of information from them on Twitter. And gotcha. I don't know as far as like what they put in their videos nowadays, because like I said, I don't really watch videos. Videos take a long time to consume. Right. Even my videos,
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff.
I'm with you, man. I'm all about like reading the content and then digesting it that way. Man.
Exactly. It's a lot quicker. I mean, if you have
I do both.
If you have stuff that you're doing, it would probably make it so much easier to just listen to a video. Yeah. But my main point is a lot of the stuff that gets talked about on Twitter doesn't really always make it to a video.
Right? So you got to be
And
abreast of everything.
if you're reliant so much on videos, you're gonna most likely miss out on bits and pieces. You know, it might not be that major because you might still get some major. Of course, they're gonna put the major news in the video, right? But it's still bits and pieces that you might have missed out on from just solely listening to.
So who are some must follow accounts that you would recommend for, you know, Maryland for Crypto and our viewers to go ahead and tap into on that Twitter platform?
I'm not going to sit here and recommend anybody because I will want everybody to, first of all, do their own research. First and foremost, before you go off and trying to follow somebody, even my advice or follow me, I will want everybody, and I would say this to anybody, to do your own research, understand, right, what is going on in the crypto space, understand what's going on with any particular digital asset. And if at that point you find yourself stuck and you don't understand what's going on, Twitter is your best friend. Gotcha. All you have to do is go in Twitter, go into the search engine and type in whatever digital asset you're looking up, and you will find a plethora of individuals of, you know, all colors, creeds, types, male, female, that will give you the information that you're looking for.
So how do you sift through, you know, the junk and the tangible, legit information when you're on Twitter? Because I find that to be an issue for myself when I'm searching on Twitter. I see a lot of BS, and then I see a lot of legitimate, you know, projects.
So you have to. What I do is you have to make it realistic. You can't sit here and sift through Twitter all day long. So what I tend to do is I tend to allocate a certain part of my day towards Twitter research. That's what I would call it, Twitter research. Whether it's an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, whatever the case may be, at 8, 9, 10, you go on Twitter. And the main thing you want to look for is projects. You want to get your information from the source. 99 times out of 100, you're going to have people that are literally reposting or just making posts that are regurgitating information from, say, Maddox's page or Avalanche's page or something like that. So your best bet, and I'm telling you, is to follow the actual project, follow the actual company behind the token, or you know what I'm saying, follow those tokens up front. And you want the pro tip, you want to put notifications on. I don't care how many times your notifications pop up on your phone. You have to just get used to if you're not used to notifications, because they are annoying. Right. If you're not used to notifications popping up, just get yourself uncomfortable with those notifications popping up, because those are going to save you a lot of time and effort from sifting through all of that stuff. And once you follow those projects and you turn the notifications on, here's the thing about Twitter that I really like, and why a lot of people like Twitter, but a lot of people don't talk about this, is if you turn notifications on for, say, me or a project or somebody that you know is giving out valuable information, they will be refreshed in your notifications, like in your mentions. So when you go to that bell, you click on that bell on your Twitter, there will be a list of people that you have notifications on for, and Twitter will tell you, oh, this person posted, that person posted, and it's like a whole separate Twitter feed. Right. But it's for your main, like, you follow a whole bunch of people, like you got some people that you rock with that they ain't really the most valuable person as far as information. So you don't want to scroll through all that. What you want to scroll through is your notifications that you have turned on, and that'll give you the whole list of people. And I noticed it saved me a lot of time trying to sift through the BS, because I got a lot of people that I follow that ain't really giving me the information that I really need. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you go through that, follow those projects, the main source of the project. You might follow a couple other people that are, you know, keeping you up to date and might get you hip to something that might happen ahead of the time. Most of the time, the project is going to let you know when it's final and it's said and done. Just follow the project, turn the notifications on, and the first thing you do when you wake up or whenever you're bored and you got some time, Go on Twitter, and instead of going to your homepage and scrolling through your homepage or even the search bar, go to your notifications, and you'll see at the top it'll say this person tweeted, that person tweeted, this person tweeted, that person tweeted, this project tweeted, that project tweeted, and you have a whole sectioned off news feed that gives you everything that you're looking for. And then you can go through and say, okay, this is the information. Okay, this happened today, that happened today, and it'll save you a lot of time. But as far as like, if you're looking for quality through the search engine, you want to look at the amount of followers that person has, how old the account is, how many posts they have. You want to sit through and look at what type of posts there are. Are they posting junk? You know what I'm saying? Are they posting valuable information? And it takes time. So there's no real like cheat code to it. But once you follow enough people, once you follow enough valuable people, the amount of time you spend like researching will be cut in half, because all of those people, all of those projects will be doing the legwork for you. It's gonna, if you're starting from zero and you don't follow anybody and you don't have any type of information coming in on your Twitter, it's obviously going to take. It's like building up a business. You know what I'm saying? Right. Building up a business, building up a network.
That's the best way to do it, though, so you can control your content.
Yeah, control the content.
You control your content. Go ahead. What you was going to say?
I was going to
say, B said, I remember you had to start a whole new joint because you had all the then you have all the big booty girls bouncing.
Yeah, I had all big booty
girls. That's good starting from scratch. But I was going to say, don't feel Twitter has a great function, which is a mute button. Don't feel like you can't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to block somebody. You ain't got to unfollow them. You just, if they posting stuff that is just not benefiting you and it's not helping you elevate in any way, shape, or form, especially in the crypto space. And the social media is so full of distractions, so easy to get distracted. Even with Twitter, because they got the stuff all on the side that they showing you the trending stuff, so easy to just get involved in all of that. But just if somebody's doing something that you don't really want to see and you rock with them, you still want to follow them, but they just not giving you that information that, you know, is just going to take you to the next level, just put them on mute. Right. And it'll save you a lot of time from being like, man, I'm tired of seeing this person's post, man. They ain't posting about nothing, man. So you just mute them, go about your business, and that way you still following them, and you can still check on them and see what they post, and when they do decide to post something, you know what I'm saying? Right. If they do.
Right. Hey, Chris, this is my last question that I know I had people wanting to make sure I asked and stuff, and just getting these questions out. All right. So, like I said, we've covered like the who you follow, which is nobody really too much. We followed exchanges. We got. But
definitely follow these exchanges. Sorry to cut you off. Follow KuCoin, follow Gate.io, follow Coinbase, because they're going to let you know when these projects are getting listed on their exchanges. And you want to get in these projects before they're listed on these exchanges, because that is when the price is going to take off.
Absolutely.
And you're going to benefit from it. So if 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you a few days ahead of time. Right. So mainly like KuCoin, I told you guys, KuCoin is one of the major exchanges that I follow, because they list a lot of coins, and it'd be coins that they list on there almost like daily. They even got a whole section on their website of new coins, and they tell you like follow KuCoin to find the next crypto gem. They tell you straight up. You know what I'm saying? So you want to follow these exchanges and follow these projects.
That's one thing I was not doing. I was not following the exchanges. That's interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
I follow. Because I follow all the coins and cryptos that I'm actually
all the projects,
and I follow all their like creators and co-creators. So, but the exchange, that's a good one. I like
the exchange is the source. The exchange is literally the source. They're gonna tell you what's about to pop off, and then if you don't follow the exchange, this is what's gonna happen. The coin's gonna pop off. You're gonna go on CoinMarketCap. You're gonna go on the top gainers. You'll be like, dang, what is this coin? Why is it gaining? Right? And you never gonna know why. And if you don't do no research, even if you go into the page, you go into their, you know, because CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, they have the community tab where you can go and find their Twitter. You go in there. Most of the time, these projects not going to say, oh, we just got listed on. If they're a real project and they doing real big things, they don't got time to be like, that's another thing. If you're looking for a project, you got to look at what they post too. Some of the projects that keep their head down, they don't boast about getting listed on KuCoin. They don't care about none of that. They don't boast about getting listed on Gate.io or Coinbase, stuff like that. They have real goals and real determination. And they're not sitting over here posting information like that. They posting the real deal spill. So that's another thing when it comes to a project. If you see a project saying, "Oh, we just got listed on Coinbase," we just got listed on CoinMarketCap, that might be a potential red flag, because that means that they worried about the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get listed on CoinMarketCap. You could list a coin right now on CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap gonna say, "Hey, go ahead, put it on there." You know what I'm saying? That ain't about nothing. So definitely follow the exchanges. The exchange is gonna let you know when the next coin about to go up. But if those coins is happy-go-lucky over getting listed on the exchange, that got to throw off some red flags to you. Be like, all right, what is this coin really doing? And why are they so excited about getting listed on the exchange? Because they know and I can tell you this, if a project's excited about getting listed on the exchange, they ready for that pump. That's all they really looking forward to, is the price going up. And you want to get in a project where they're not worried about the price going up. You want to get into a project where they worried about developing and growing for the long term. They can care less if the price goes up or down. They want that real world use case and that utility. And those are the projects you're going to want to pay attention to.
They worried about their partnerships.
Shout out to Joanna.
Big ups to Joanna. Thank you for joining the channel, Joanna.
Hey, Coin Guru, we follow him too. He's one of my homies. He definitely puts out great content. I've been following him for about a year and a half now too. So definitely, that's a good follow right there, Coin Guru. He definitely drops a lot of good educational tips, how-to tips. He always has new projects. So yeah, definitely Coin Guru is definitely
hero.
Yeah, he's definitely good. But so what I was gonna ask though, once again, because I want to make sure I clear all these different questions since we got you on. Where does Chiz see the market? First of all, where does Chiz see XRP by the end of this bull run, maybe /2022? All right, where does Chiz see this whole crypto market?
You going into price predictions, bro?
Price prediction. We gonna go into price prediction.
Kind of not price predictions right now. But you know what I mean? We got Chiz. We got I want to hear he's talking about he ain't sold XRP since 2017. So obviously he think this market rate getting something crazy. I want to hear Chiz's what's the number, Chiz? And I know you be like, I know you all conservative, and I ain't never gonna say. Where does Chiz though see this market? And by the end of this bull market, I want to see, where do you think the market cap gonna get to? It's gonna be 12 trillion, 10 trillion.
I definitely think
$40. And then real fast, and then where do you think this market is gonna be in 10 years, in 2030? So there's 3 questions. XRP, what's the XRP gonna be? What's this market gonna be at the end of this bull run? And where do you see this market in 10 years?
Okay, I'm gonna start with the market and then get to XRP and then get to the 10 years. So the market definitely, and of course I could be wrong, but I definitely see as by the end of this year, you're asking?
Well, to 2020, by the bull run,
by the time the cycle ends,
you taught us that.
I definitely think if Bitcoin reaches $100,000 and Ethereum reaches like $10,000, we can definitely see upwards of a 5 trillion to anywhere up to as much as like a $10 trillion market cap.
Very realistic.
And that's going to cause, what that's going to cause is a culture shock, right? From everybody in the stock market. And I'm talking about traditional investors, like, you know what I'm saying? Traditional investors that are even sophisticated investors that are in the stock market. There will be a culture shock, and it will cause a lot of them to rethink, a lot of their decision making, and cause them to FOMO into this space. Now, as far as XRP, that is a hit or miss, because we all know XRP can pump off of anything, right? Anything and everything. And what's really holding XRP down is this case, and nothing is really developing as far as XRP. So if we get some type of development, that could potentially push the price up anywhere, up to previous all-time. I'm looking for previous all-time highs, right? Mm-hmm. So if XRP is not anywhere over $3.50 or $4, it's not going to potentially go anywhere for the time being. So I need XRP to hit previous all-time highs for me to even speculate on where it could potentially go, because we haven't seen those previous all-time highs as of yet. But if it does pass those previous all-time highs, definitely, XRP can 2x from previous all-time highs, go to 6, even probably 3x, and go to 12, depending on what's happening in the market, and depending on all of the factors that I named earlier, like Ripple winning the case, these exchanges relisting, along with mass adoption with XRP, with these banks and everything like that. So the number for XRP can truly be anything, right? Nobody ever would have expected XRP would go from 0.005 cents to $3.80 in a matter of 12 months.
0.005?
0.005, right? Less than a penny, literally, in January 2017. So nobody would have expected it, and that's why it got as much hype as it did, and that's why XRP, as far as a community, started to really get strong, because they're like, hold up, this coin just literally did like thousands of percent, you know what I'm saying? And gains.
Billion next out here.
Yeah, in 12 months.
Right.
In 12 months. So if XRP can do that in 12 months off of, and this was back when there was like no hype, right, no utility, right?
It wasn't even on Coinbase yet, was it?
Wasn't on Coinbase, right? Yeah. Wasn't on any of these exchanges that just came out of nowhere, like Uphold and stuff like that. Right. So and on the top of that, Ripple only had probably 100, like less than the amount of partnerships they have now, right? Yeah. So with all that being said, the price can literally, we know that XRP is extremely undervalued, and we can get into the whole price suppression, whatever the case may be, all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Based on that price suppression.
Yeah, absolutely. We could talk about price suppression all day long. We know what's going on with that.
Yeah, we know it's being
manipulated for sure, because this is not no Shiba, this is not no Doge, this is not the fact that those type of coin, and no disrespect to those coins, but the type of the fact that those type of coins are even in the top 10, top 20 shows you how nascent this market is, and how early we truly are as far as digital assets impacting.
Distractions, they work best when they actually work.
Exactly. Tell them. Okay. So now the last question.
Okay, real quick, we got one of the viewers. RN just asked, is XRP a currency, a security, or both?
Yes. XRP is a currency.
Absolutely.
There's no proof,
no security about it.
There's no proof to claim that XRP is a security. And in all actuality, I know this might sound like a Ripple save face, but this is the truth. XRP was created before Ripple. Yeah. And XRP was gifted to, and a lot of people get this misconstrued. A lot of people, I'm talking about, like, you name it, like big names in the space. I'm not going to name drop, but big names in the space that are claiming to be XRP advocates now, when they truly deep down inside did not like XRP and talk bad about XRP for years. I know y'all know who. I know y'all know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
We a small. He will never see us. We small.
It's not about that. It's not about that.
No, we're not gonna do no name dropping. Go ahead, man.
It's a bunch of people that.
Since he want to be the king of XRP,
stop it, bro.
Stop it.
It's a bunch, and not just him particularly. Like, there's a bunch of people that don't know the backstory of Ripple, and how Ripple was created, and how XRP, and how Ripple received the allocation that they did. You know what I'm saying? So XRP was gifted to Ripple by the founders of XRP, and only one of the founders happens to still work with Ripple, and that's David Schwartz.
Yeah, David Schwartz.
So there's no way. So if XRP was created before Ripple, there's no way that XRP can be a security of Ripple, because XRP came first, Ripple came second. Now, if Ripple came first and XRP came second, that would make sense.
Then you got a problem.
Then you got a problem. But even then, Ripple never held an ICO, right? They never had a pre-sale. They never had a sale. They never had any of that. So that
Ripple's
negates
IPO in like sometime next year, though, right?
Right. Well,
they're going to IPO when this case is over with.
Right. Okay.
And they
IPO, not ICO.
IPO, right?
Yeah,
right.
IPO.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and they're going to do it the legit way, knowing that they have all their ducks in a row and everything lined up, which makes perfect sense for them because they would have already IPO'd if this case wasn't brought onto them. But that's where we can speculate as far as like Ripple knew this could potentially have happened. They were preparing themselves ahead of time for something like this to happen, and they knew that before they make any type of executive decisions like that, they need to have that regulatory clarity for XRP. Right. So we could throw the hat on and try to speculate as far as like how much of this was Ripple ready for and prepared for ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Like how much does Ripple know that they're not telling us? All of that. We can go down the list of stuff.
Go down that rabbit hole, man.
We could do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's another show right there. I'm with it. Look, we got a few hours here. I'm ready. Hey, I got one more question though. I got one more question.
My kid is asleep.
Yeah, I got one more question.
They knocking on my door, bro. They've been knocking for the last hour.
Yeah, look, I got one last question. All right, and this is outside.
Hold up, time out. He ain't even say what he like the 10-year mark.
Oh yeah, that was the last. I did forget. Thank you for reminding me. So
10-year mark.
As I can't even put a number on it, but I can tell you in the next 10 years, cash will most likly be.
Ain't no most likely. It will be.
Look,
only reason why I say
IMF already said cash will be a thing of the present.
Cash is Rizash.
Only reason why I'm not going to say
banknotes will look like.
Only reason why I'm not going to say 100% gone is because they might just be relics, just be around for like
collectibles,
museum and collectibles and stuff.
They're gonna have NFTs of the dollar bill.
NFT, right? So they ain't gonna be gone. But I definitely foresee people paying with things through their phones, just like they're already doing it in China and Sweden and other places like that. And I definitely feel like cards will be a thing in the past too. People won't be using these cards, and I feel like these debit cards, even these crypto debit cards, will be a thing in the past. Like the adoption will be at a whole different level, and people will be able to spend their digital assets in stores. You'll be able to walk into your local whatever, your grocery store, your department store, and be able to pay for things with digital assets.
Right now, you don't even need Wi-Fi. You don't need Wi-Fi or service to use your phone to do like
Apple Pay and Google Pay and all that stuff. Yeah, you don't even need a wallet. You don't even need a card. You can. You can.
Pretty soon you're gonna be able to just plug your ledger into the debit card, into the debit machine, and you're gonna be able to cash out.
You probably won't even. You probably won't even have to do that. Especially now with like the ledger devices being Bluetooth, all you would have to do is just connect it, sync it to your phone, and just send it back and forth. Press a button. Yeah. So everything will be digital. As far as the market goes,
just throw a number out there for us. People want to hear. They like numbers. People want to hear. Like what? Oh, it's gonna be 100 trillion. Oh my God.
Definitely could be 100 trillion, and only because
10 years, absolutely,
and only because money is printed out of thin air.
Yep.
Right? So, and we gotta talk about inflation. We got to talk about, the money supply, the printing that's going on, and how, the global economic scheme looks in 10 years. Nobody can really predict that because anything can happen, and there are governments that are planning and prepping for, the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things that can go on as far as like natural disasters, even these disasters that we see going on with COVID that can affect the economy and things like that.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot that goes into economics.
A lot of variables, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables that can contribute to the market. And the crypto market, like, even though it's its own sector, it is definitely affected by things that go on outside of the crypto market. So it's really hard, especially for somebody like me, to put out some type of prediction that could be anywhere close to realistic and true. You know what I'm saying? But I could do my best.
Let me ask you this. I'm loving the content right now. This might be one of the best shows that we've had to date.
Look, man, because I don't like doing all the predictive numbering either, bro.
It's not
Like,
healthy. And the reason
you
why
know
I
what?
say it's
Let
not,
me ask you this, Chiz.
Listen, we
Let me
have
ask
a
you this.
following. It's not for 100% for us. It's for the people. Is we putting on.
but the people
wanna
got to
know, they
stop
wanna
thinking
know.
like that. We got to stop.
exactly.
We got to stop thinking. We got to stop thinking about what could potentially happen and just let it play out. And the best thing we could do is take the data we have and build off of the data we have. You know what I'm saying? Like go with what we have right now. And once you go with what we have right now, it'll help you be level-headed as far
Money
as like
Meat's just been justified. He don't never like doing the price predictions. He is not with it.
it's not. And look, it clouds your judgment.
Fun.
It
It's
really
just
does.
Let me ask you this though, man. You know, I've gotten a lot of these questions throughout, you know, our tenure, and you know, it kind of dawned on me as well, like how the market, you know, you would think that Bitcoin is dumping, ADA is pumping, or if Ethereum is pumping, you know, Matic might be going in a downtrend. But it really usually normally seems like the market moves in unison. Like everything is, if Bitcoin's up, everything's up is up. If Bitcoin's down, everything else is down. What's your take on that, man? Do you think that it's completely, because we all, you know, we're all under the belief that this space is decentralized and that the market movers are, you know, the people or the institutions, but do you really think that there's like some type of outside entity or something that's just completely influencing the ups and downs in the market of how everything moves in unison? Or do you like what's your take on that?
Oh, you just opened up a can of worms. You're not going to sleep now. All right? You're not going to sleep now. All right. All right. You're not going to sleep now, man. Like you opened up a can of worms. Come on, man. Like
I had to throw it out there, man. I had to throw it out there because I get a lot of these questions, and I've wondered that myself. Like even in the sense of the bull run, how everybody was so dead set that we were literally mirroring the bull run of 2017. And just from like a financial standpoint, I'm just like, how can this be mirroring it? It's like there has to be some type of entity that's controlling the way.
Sure.
They're not going to give you the exact, because if they gave you the exact, then you would win. They don't want you to win. So, I mean, you know, this is just me thinking out loud, man, but I'm just trying to I need to know that I'm not crazy right now.
Nah, you're not crazy.
You feel me?
You're not crazy. And you're spot on, because this is not, we're not in 2017.
Exactly.
We're in 2021.
Thank you.
It's things are going to be similar,
right?
There's no way it's going to be exact. And it's definitely not an exact mirror, because we're not at the same price points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If Bitcoin was at the same price that it was at 2017, XRP was at the same price at 20, and all the entire market is at the same price as at 2017, that would be a mirror. But we have to realize that there are other entities at play. If you want to convince yourself that banks aren't involved in digital assets, go ahead. But you're walking down the wrong path with that one right there.
Right.
Yes, there are major entities that are involved in this crypto space, and we have to open our minds and realize that this space is not by any means decentralized at all.
Thank you. Talk to him. I wish we had hotkeys right now. The horns would be going in the sirens, like straight up, man.
And one of the main reasons why I say that is because this market is about as anonymous as a hacker or anonymous as somebody you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like the origins of cryptocurrency are so murky and mysterious, you know, and everybody's just going along with the flow and nobody's asking the real questions.
Satoshi Nakamatsu being
we don't know who
Satoshi
come on, bro,
this ain't a sci-fi.
It's not, and it's not, and not only is it not a sci-fi, it's not a joke. Like we're playing with fire here. We're playing with real money, and you're telling me that this random entity created all of these trillions of dollars in assets just off of this invention of Bitcoin. I'm not buying it. I didn't buy it when I first found out about crypto, and I'm not buying it now. If you want my true, honest opinion, if you want to get deep and go down the rabbit hole,
let's do it.
Banks created digital assets. Banks created Bitcoin. You got to look at it like this, man. They're the most conniving, the most sinister when it comes to their plotting and their planning. They've been at this for years. How could they possibly get over the 2008 financial crash? How could they get over that? How could they solve that problem of banks going down and going under with all these bailouts? How could they start fresh? How could they start new and create a new entire system? You go blank, you go blind, and you create something like, think about it like this. And I have to make this comparison. Think about it like this, right? And I'm not saying anybody would potentially do this, but obviously there's people out here that are. You mess up, right? And you got everybody hating you. And you know everybody hates your guts, right? So what do? You create a different entity. You create something else that's the complete opposite of what you are and what you have done. So now everybody loves that opposite. Right now you got, but you know, you got your hand. You are the what do you call those people, bud? That play with the. You are the puppet master. You are the puppet master. You created this puppet, right? And you have the hand controlling that puppet, and you have everybody believing that this puppet is the complete opposite of your despicable self. So of course everybody's going to love it. Everybody's going to benefit from this because they think this is the next best thing since sliced bread. But really, you are the one that's controlling it. How can we fathom banks that have control over the entire world are going to sit here and let a digital asset like Bitcoin
come through and just destroy what they built? Like, it's not
Amazon is the biggest.
But what it is though is it's allowing the retail investor that isn't in on it, that wasn't able to get in on it. It's allowing you to now be able to reap some of the benefits if you're aware to it, because we're distracted by so many things right now, so much nonsense and fluff that
the crazy
like people
part,
don't see this infrastructure being built right in front of them, man.
Right. And all the signs are there though. You got things like I said, you got crypto.com, you know what I mean, stadium
with the LA Center, with the Staples Center, you know what I mean?
People like, oh, they just changed the name for what they say, like when they just trying to promote something real fast for a day or two.
For the trends
that was just a day or two. They're not really gonna name it crypto.com. I'm like, yeah, they just bought the rights for $700 billion. The next
I don't want to scare anybody, and I don't want to put out any
like this.
I don't want to scare anybody. I don't want to put out any fear. No. But don't be surprised, right? If the entirety of crypto is outlawed once all of this infrastructure that these central banks are putting in place actually gets put in place. Because we're dealing with evil here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it a stack. We're dealing with evil, pure evil, right? And Augustin Carstens, right, literally just said recently, that once the CBDCs are implemented, they will have absolute control over people and what they're able to do with their money. They will see every transaction
that you
ever made
in life,
and you will not be able to purchase and sell or buy anything unless it is through a CBDC. I don't say cash is going to be gone just because I don't like cash. I could care less, but it's the reality of the fact that this is the way the world is moving. So if you think for a second that Bitcoin was created by some white hat person that that just wanted to save the world from the central banks and from all of this banking nonsense, you are fooling yourself. You're fooling and you're falling into the trap that they have laid out for you. So what I have to say is, you better benefit from this now. Create, like I say on my channel, create some type of generational wealth. Learn how to make some type of agricultural system, some irrigation system, get yourself off the grid, learn how to farm and be self-sufficient, get you some solar panels, understand how to, do everything on your own, because it's going to get hard out here.
Yeah,
it's
man.
gonna get real hard out
It's
here.
gonna be the haves and the
And the have-nots.
Yep.
And they already starting it now. And I don't want to get too deep off of crypto, but they already started now with these vaccine mandates. I literally just had this conversation, man.
Right.
Listen.
Man, we have this conversation.
Don't get me started on these mandates, bro.
Hey, Chiz, we gonna say, hey, since you stopped going on and stopped doing your show, we're gonna bring you on our show a couple more times.
I didn't stop. Like I said, I took a step back.
Right. Sometimes you gotta reset, man. This space, it's a lot, man, and you can get overdrive. It can become overkill.
Sometimes, and like I told you, I don't want to just put out content just to appease people or keep people in the loop, or just put out content just to put it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just put out videos to be like, oh, I need to make this video today. You know what I'm saying? Like I need
to make the video, Chiz. You got fans. It's like,
yeah, but I also have a conscience, and I also have a moral compass. And I also know that like I don't want to just be this person that puts out garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't sit right. That don't sit right with me. That don't sit right with me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like
we got fans, Chiz. Look, there's 50K of us. We out here. Look, Chiz, we need to hear it.
I appreciate every single one of y'all.
Yeah, look.
But again, like my guy was pretty much saying, man, sometimes you gotta take a step back and you gotta make it work for you, man. Because if you, like you said, if your mind frame is not in it, you're not gonna put that energy towards it that needs to be put towards it to keep everybody in the loop. Chiz has kept people in the loop from his knowledgeable base on what he's done and how he feels about like that energy. It seeps through the computer screen. So you got to keep that same energy, man. Sometimes breaks are needed, man. We all got to take a step back, reevaluate, and then come back at it, man. So I respect it, bro. I definitely.
If it ain't there, I don't want to force it. That's what
it's about, man. That's what it's about.
So since you took a quick break, dropping some hot fire on, tell us. We got some of your songs up here. Which one is Chiz's fire song? Because I know what mine is already.
Fire? I don't know, man. I don't like.
Which one? Which one is Chiz's?
I can tell you
I know mine is, but mine is the joint when it come on with the SpongeBob joint.
I feel like all of my songs
didn't change my life, and it already had
digital assets. I don't do the cash. Hey man, I feel like majority of my songs are cringe. That's just my.
Oh, stop!
I feel where you coming from, Chiz. I feel where you coming from.
And like,
because it's not because I don't know. I don't make the music to sound good. I don't make like when I go in and like my musical track, like I don't go in like I'm not like, all right, I'm gonna make this a banger.
You engineer your own stuff, Chiz, or you got a spot you go to in a DMV? What's the word?
Yeah, I got a spot that I go to, Wreck the System.
Oh, you gonna break the system? Okay.
No, Wreck the System.
Yeah.
WTS.
Okay.
But some of the stuff that I've done on my own at home and like in house, some of the songs I've made the beat to, like Inherently, XRP Green Inherently. They think I'm gonna sell it. Apparently, I'm just gonna use it like it's a currency, stacking them bags. What I'm doing currently, that song I made that beat. You know what I'm saying? And I made the lyrics obviously to it as well.
Yeah, I just came back, but did Mr. Make It Happen tell you how he was trying to put people on with the kind of like cryptocurrency raps and they was laughing them out like.
Oh yeah, he told me. Hey, look, man, like look. And I told him people was laughing at me about not only just XRP but crypto in general, and I wasn't even rapping to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking like a regular person. They bust out laughing like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, geez.
So have you watched the show? I don't know if you watch like TV at all, but have you watched that show Startup?
Nah, I don't even own a TV.
Smart man.
My man Chiz, they don't even own a TV. Like we find out a lot about Chiz.
I stopped watching TV when I was 18. I went through a major change at 18. I became very YouTube heavy, and I started watching a lot of documentaries about the monetary system. and it changed my whole entire outlook on life. It changed my whole
Control
entire
the content that is force fed to you, man. And
yeah, it changed my whole outlook
Yep.
on mass media. It changed
And
my whole.
Joanna is dropping gems. Shout out to Joanna, the Tell Live Vision. I love it. I love it.
For sure. And they like I said, I don't want to get too much because you want to know how I get excited off of a lot of this stuff that we're talking about that's outside of crypto, like, you know, central bank control, the mass media that's going around, how they, you know, I get excited. You want to talk about
propaganda that's
force fed to you. You know what I'm saying? The total like, and to keep it brief, it's all about total control with these people.
Right. Yeah.
Know? And that's why
crypto is a part of the total control.
Crypto is a gateway drug
to the control
system. Yeah. This is why I say you don't want to get too caught up in it, because you can get blinded by the gains. You can get blinded by the metaverse. You can get blinded by all of these things that look shiny on the outside,
shiny and new.
But on the inside, there is a deeper meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying? And this is literally their
world
way.
Government, one world financial system.
Of course, it's all about, you know, the one world government, the one world religion, and the one world military, right? All coming together, as one, and being the United Nations. The United Nations answer me this: how does the United Nations not answer to any nation?
Right.
They are literally above the law, above every nation.
Right. And have you seen how much money they've put into the United Nations in the past 3 to 5 years? Like,
have you seen how many United Nations troops and Humvees and stuff that's been in every single country?
Right. That's what I'm saying. The UN, literally, I was watching something. The UN has literally, within the last 7 to 5 years, has almost tripled its soldiers, its equipment, its military force, all through the eastern.
Don't get me started on all the craziness that's happening in Australia right now, too, man.
Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that.
Right.
And it's because the reason why you don't hear about it is because people not standing. They're not standing for none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The people in Australia are like, look, we had enough.
Yep.
We had enough.
Damn, man, this show, man. This is definitely this is going down in M4C history right here.
We haven't 3 hours long, and
my man said, I don't own a TV.
I'm still.
You see my Joe just back there, like
I do see it. Right. I do see it.
You've been looking at my shit the whole time, like,
look at these guys.
Yeah, he's right. Like
how we be looking at the noobs.
Yeah.
There's plenty of use for a TV. I don't know. I prefer a monitor. You know
I was about to say, you got small monitors. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but TVs can be used for the same thing, though.
Heck on my other monitor though, right here, though.
Hey, don't trip. It's about what you use it for.
Right.
You know
exactly.
You can have a TV and not be indulging in all type of distractions that come with the TV. Right. You can use the TV for, a monitor. Right. Basically, I just don't own one personally because I know what come with the TV is a distraction.
Hey,
definitely, man. I just definitely want to give a quick shout out to all of our sponsors that contribute to the Maryland for Crypto movement. Big shout out to Hazelon Guns. Big shout out to Nova Armory. If you're in the DMV, go get your 50% discount on anything at the Nova Armory. Use your M4C code. Big shout out to RX Water. Big shout out to Hemp Heels. Big shout out to Fbe Token. Go ahead, check out our website, www.fbe.io. We've created the first socially driven e-commerce crypto integrated application. Definitely go check us out. Man, I just had to definitely touch base on sponsors real quick, man, because this is legendary right now in M4C, man. This is legendary right now.
3 hours into the show.
Right.
Straight up.
Just getting started, baby.
Yeah, look.
We're supposed to drop that in the beginning.
Right.
Right. Listen. Hey, Chiz, we need 3 hours. Hey, we need to go ahead and drop the live stream with the music playing behind it with the Chiz live. You know what I mean?
Nah, not the music. It's too real, man. The music is for the people that don't understand. That's what it's for. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask this shit, and like I said, this is probably gonna be like, what? But this is just a weird question because I know you're so Xrp Chiz.
Come on,
so if you could go to lunch with anybody out of the Ripple team, if it's David Schwartz, if it was Chris Larson, if it's Brad Garlinghouse, Sheath Burla, which one would you want to go to lunch with and sit down, and you got an hour time to sit down and eat lunch with this dude? Who are you sitting down with out of that XRP, that Ripple team? You know what I mean? And it could be somebody else deeper in the but I just named the, you know what I mean, top 5, 4. You know what I mean? Who are you sitting down with?
Nova Armory, RN. Nova Armory.
Yeah, Nova Armory.
None of them. They're not gonna tell me what I want to hear.
None of them. Man. What? Not even they. Look, for some reason,
you trying to sit down with none of them.
They're not gonna tell me what I want to hear. And even if they do, how do I know I can believe it?
Right, exactly.
Look, if anybody, I would have said David, because I know David. Like David, he's always like upfront. He's like, I've watched so many David Schwartz videos and interviews.
He's the most entertaining one out of all of them.
He's the most entertaining. He gonna run you the most.
Right.
He gonna have you running around the most, man. For sure.
But
man.
I mean, hey, listening to these videos and watching you for the past 2 years, he ain't really talking over our head. We're gonna be like, now
one thing I can say is don't get too over invested in the people that are behind these companies and behind these projects, because there could always be some new ones that come in, and they could always flip the script. You know what I'm saying? So we got to understand everybody's human. We got to understand that everybody isn't perfect, and we got to understand that things can truly happen. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to get too excited. You don't want to get your hopes up about anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say none of them, because I've already done my research. I already know what I need to know. You know what I'm saying? There's really nothing that they could potentially tell me that they can't already tell me right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather use that time and use that energy on something else than spend it on that right there. But I feel like they obviously know a lot that they're not telling us, you know, but I don't feel like I would be able to get that information from a sit down.
Able to benefit from that. Yeah.
Not from a lunch. Maybe if I was a part of the Ripple team, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? They would most likely want to give me that information, but they're probably looking at me, you know, the same way I'm looking at them, like, what can I benefit out of giving this dude this information? What is he going to do with this information once I give it to him? All of that, you know, all the above. You got to think about all of that. There's a lot that goes into play with that type of stuff like that. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, we got anything else for Chiz?
Just like you said,
no
puppets.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look, once again, Chiz, you know, we appreciate you coming on the show. You know, thank you for chiming in and, you know, dropping all this insight and knowledge on us, man.
Make sure y'all go follow his page. Make sure y'all
follow Xrp Chiz.
Man, don't follow me, man. Be a leader.
There it is.
Don't follow me,
my
man.
My guy's
Be a
dropping
leader.
the gems.
Yeah,
he got the music cranking. Go check out some of that Xrp Chiz. Chiz, we gotta hop on the track one of these days, man. You already know what it is.
Hey, Chiz. My man, the
Big
voice.
Sean.
Big Sean, the voice is nice, like nice with it. He got a couple. He got like a whole 2 albums, like, but that got slept on because, you know what I'm saying. Like we Maryland people, we small time. But hey,
right.
You listen to him, Chiz, you gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to link up with him.
Man, you doing big things. Hey, look, you gotta change your perspective. I don't want to hear that no more, man. This small time in Maryland, limiting yourself, man.
Right.
I don't want to hear that.
There it is. You gotta talk to him, man.
We already talked about it, LJ. We a whole new team right here.
Yeah,
we supposed to be putting him on the map.
Right.
Straight up, man.
If you keep calling, look.
Hey, look, I already said, hey, Mr. Make It Happen, your manager, Sean, like, hey, look, let me know when you ready to go on my stores.
Hey, one thing I gotta say though, man, is don't ever limit yourself. Don't ever call yourself small, or don't ever say you can't do something, because if you put that energy out there, it's gonna stay there. I'm a big energy person, man, and you gotta You gotta speak, with affirmations.
Speak into existence, man.
Yeah, speaking into existence. Speak those affirmations, and they gonna come. They gonna.
Yeah.
They
Hey,
gonna
look,
come,
our next, we doing another little paint and sip, around the beginning of the new year, and hey, definitely, we're gonna shoot the invite out to you again, and see if you want to try to come through, man. Once again, we're trying to bring a little, crypto events.
It's all about the networking,
we're trying to have crypto events and crypto meetups and stuff like that. And one of ours is a paint and sip, bring the people in. We painting crypto. Like we painted a Bitcoin over the moon last time. I think the next one we doing like an XRP something. So we trying to make some things happen, man. And definitely we're gonna shoot you the invite. Hopefully you show up.
Big shout out to all the viewers that stay tuned with us for the whole show. Shout out to Joanna. Shout out to Oren. Shout out to Ty. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. She said she's been locked in with us since crypto viewing. So she already knows what it is.
Oh yeah, you know what? She did.
Yeah, Joanna's in it to win it. Thank you, Joanna. We appreciate
that's our man. Hey, our man Aloha. That's our boy, Big Guy. I talked to Big Guy. I got at least like once every 3 weeks since I came back to Hawaii. At least a good once a month, maybe twice a month, just to keep in touch. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Dick. You know what I mean? Definitely put us on. I flew all the way to Hawaii, met him. Yeah, good guy. Love him to death. Definitely like a brother from another mother type thing. You know what I mean? With the crypto world.
That's what it's about, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Chiz, thank you for coming on the show. Right. Hey, guys, if you haven't, like I said, please go check out our all our different platforms. We got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, we're on it. Check out the Fbe project, www.fbe.io. We're doing big things. We've built our native token on Polygon's chain. We've created the first crypto integrated social e-commerce application. We're trading live right now. People are starting to download the application. You could literally swipe on our users and earn our native token and spend our tokens in our ecosystem. So definitely come check us out. Once again, this is the Maryland for Crypto show. It's your boy Sean Prince. I got my guy Money Meech in the building, Mr. Make It Happen in the building, and a very special guest today, Xrp Chiz. He dropped nothing but gems, nothing but bombs on us. Appreciate you for coming on the show. We got to have you back sooner rather than later, sir. Definitely all about the networking, man. Definitely.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and drop that heat on him, Mr. Make It Happen.
Yeah, you already know. Hey, Chiz, stay on for a minute afterwards, bro.
All right.
Folks feeling like I ain't done much. All good though. I know. Folks feeling like I ain't done much. All good though. I know I did everything I could though. Insisting anyway like Rondo. Rage on, bro. I'm kicking shit like E Honda. I gotta eat every plate make for me casa. Talking dumb to me, mean I gotta holler. You focus on memes, me, I'm clocking dollars. We riding on dope ass energy. We rolling up dope, stay away from me. My shit is too dope, you can't cope with me. Fuck you if you can't deal with my energy. We rolling off dope ass energy. We rolling up dope, stay away from me. If you can't deal with my dope energy, fuck you and anything that you feel about me.